Greetings. So, I'm headed back to Georgia. It's hot. Okay, it is hot. But I ain't mad at that. I just wish I could be out here in this heat. And I'm drinking hot coffee. And that's but I need the coffee. I want to say this real quick. Because I tried to give her a chance. I did. But y'all listen, if you was here with me when I was trying to do these nails, I went through it. But you know what? I know I said I wasn't going to do them no more, but I like them. I do. I see where I could have done better, but I'm going to tell y'all why I quit. Oof. First of all, I just was over it, okay? Secondly, I realized that one way I messed up is this. Now, I'm going to get my drill. I'm going to trim it up a little bit later. I'm going to show y'all later after I trim it because I still got some more trimming to do. I knew I needed to trim some of the, around the cuticles, but I was so over it. However, I didn't have my nail brushes with me, right? All of that is at home. So I use art brushes. So I said today, before I give up, let me just look. And there is a difference because the way those brushes was not holding that acrylic, it's just crazy. Like the way it would just turn it into hot garbage truck juice. But I definitely love the color. All right, and this is a dipping powder that I just got. However, they're not as uniform as I would like. Hell, y'all watch out now. Watch out. I'm gonna give it one more go. I ain't gonna give up. Cause I hate going to a nail salon. I don't like nobody messing with my nails. I just don't. And I never like how it turns out. I don't. I tell them one thing and they do another. And I ain't messing with them Chinas no more. So anywho, but my hands are dirty. I just got through dropping a load and I'm about to head back to Georgia. So I want to say this. If you was on a live with me yesterday, you would have noticed my under eye being dark around here may have looked like I had on eyeliner. But I had on bottom lashes, right? So I went and got me some bottom lashes. I was interested in trying bottom lashes, on occasion. And so I went to look them up on YouTube. And I saw MinxbyV. She came up. Hey. Oh, that's what's up. Good. Okay, do your thing. So I saw MinxbyV. And she was doing some tutorials that it really worked for me. She's right to the point. She's giving good hints and all of that stuff. So I watched her. I watched a couple other girls too, but I watched more of her videos. Then I saw that, they had an advertisement for her to sell lashes. I can go in a beauty store. I can go on Amazon, but we're supposed to be supporting each other, right? So let me tell you what I did. I placed 2 orders. Immediately back to back. I didn't even place everything on the same order. So she got an extra shipping charge out of me. And yes, I knew what I was doing. I wanted to support her, right? I placed 2 orders back to back. Now, I'm going to be honest. If this was another business and it was my first time, I would have did research. I would have first checked to make sure they're legit, see what their score is like, and look for legit reviews, not just reviews on their website. No, I don't trust those. I would look for testimonials and reviews. And I thought she was up and running, doing her thing. She had a lot of comments in the comment section. The videos were very good. She seemed like she into it. I said, let me support. I placed 2 orders. Just off rip. Okay. I got one email. This was like a month ago. I got a confirmation email. Was it confirmation? Yeah, I got a confirmation email. That's it. That's okay. Sometimes small businesses take a while. This ain't Amazon, right? Amazon, they shipping it out tonight. I'm a Prime member too. I'm a business member. I got a store. I never go live on it or anything, but I got all kind of shit on Amazon. I don't even do nothing with, but that's okay. I'll give her a week. Within a week, I should be seeing something that says my order's about to ship. Because, I mean, how long do you really need? You're not booming like that. And even if you are, hey, handle it. Within a week, I should be hearing something. Nothing. That's okay. You know what? I'm just going to add some patience on. I'll give her another week. But now I'm ready to try these bottom lashes now. Okay. I give her another week. Crickets. I go to the website. Start reading. And, you know, I take full accountability for not even checking the girl out. Because I always do that. But, you know, Black Power. You know what I'm saying? So, I go to a website. Immediately, I see no refunds. I've been in business a long time. Now, I don't really like the no refund policy. Because there can be a situation where you may need to refund your customer. So immediately when you tell me no refunds, that tells me, from my experience, you probably just want to be able to say that regardless of what happens. And that's including if it was an error on your part. Usually when I see small businesses that say no refunds, they usually don't do what they're supposed to do. And then they don't want to make it right. And you know, that ruins you every single time. So I didn't like that. And then I kept reading and I was like, this don't sound good. Then I see no number. If I would have saw all this in the beginning, I wouldn't have ordered. So it's on me. But I will get my money back. I'm not going to let it go because you should be straight up. And I hit this sister up. They got an email. I sent the email. I did not get an order confirmation. That's what it was. When I sent an email questioning about what's the status of my order, I got an automatic reply. That's what I got. That's all I ever got. An automatic reply. Thank you for your email. With nothing like, we're going to read your message and follow up. None of that. Just generic. I will pull it up, but I'm getting hit the road because I'm trying to get back to Georgia tonight. I'm like, I don't like that either. You know, my instinct is already telling me, okay, you should have did your work instead of just going off face. And I didn't do that. Okay, I didn't. So I'm like, now that's not gonna cut it. So I give you 2 days on that one. After 2 days, I'm emailing you again. I'm mad that there's no number I can call, but that lets me know you full of it, because you make it hard for somebody to get in contact with you. If I'm your customer, you can't just have an email and that's it. Sometimes people need to call in. Maybe they want to ask a couple of questions. All you got is that email. No response. Thank you for telling them to hit the like. Thank you. So I go back to her YouTube and I start looking at comments. First I noticed she didn't post no videos in a while. So the videos were suggested to me by my search, but she hasn't been active on there. So I'm like, if you're not active in your business, you should shut it down. You should not be taking people money. So the last video she posted was talking about some hardships. Okay, everybody have them. But how many people have you sit up there and allowed them to think that you still selling these lashes and bought your lashes, and then they don't get their stuff? So I leave a comment under the video. I'm a customer. I placed the order. I try to email you. Can you please check your messages and respond? Another week go by. I get no reply, email, no reply under the video. I get notifications every time somebody comment on my video. If you're a business, you're going to keep up with if your customers are trying to contact you, especially if all they got is email. So I got no more grace to give you. But I still give her more grace. I leave her another comment, and in the same day, because I'm saying this is my last time. Just my last time, and I'm only giving you this grace because we're trying to do this whole movement. And sometimes you gotta, be a little patient. Maybe once it's all over with, you can tell them, look, you ain't gonna last like this. You're gonna have to step it up, because this is not how you do it. And I'm pretty sure you know it, but you're gonna have to step it up. Now, I don't think I'm coming back, but you're gonna lose everybody like this. But I gave you the business. I'm not gonna come on here and recommend you, but I went ahead and let you get my business. And it's on them after that. It's on them from the beginning. But you're gonna have to do better, y'all. Y'all gonna have to do better. So in the same day, I leave a message. I'm talking real loud because all this noise in the background, and we gotta yell all the time because people can't hear all the noise. So I know y'all probably having a hard time hearing, so I'm yelling. I leave her another comment, and I said, look, pretty much the same thing. I left an order. This was over a month ago. I tried to contact you. I'm not getting anything. And, I'm going to have to hit you with a charge back if you don't reply. Now, usually when people see that you about to get your money back or something going to happen, then they try to respond. So I sent the email. I said, look, I'm giving you such and such amount of time. If you don't reply, then I'm going to go ahead and hit my bank up. Still nothing. I don't know. Maybe people just walk away. I don't know. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If it was one order, maybe. I ain't gonna lie. No, because I feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. No, because I really came to bless you. I really came to bless you. You just don't reply. Okay, if you're not working right now, because whatever you're going through, say, oops, my bad, I should have turned everything off. Let me send you your money back. And I would have told you to keep the shipping for a tip. Hope everything work out. And that's 2 shipping fees. Okay. No response. So I go ahead and put the dispute in with my bank. Lo and behold, guess what I get? The next couple of days, if not the next day. But I think it was maybe a couple of days. It was still immediately. I get 2 emails that my order shipped. Bitch, my order didn't ship. That's what you generated to try and say that you shipped my order. But there are records of everything. You think this is the bank's first time seeing this shit? No. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one. Because if I look on the website and I check this so-called tracking number, days later, and it's still saying that a label was created, And that's all the movement there has been? Okay, cool. You created a label. How cute. You're not sending nothing. So maybe she think she gonna try to say I sent it. I don't. It was delivered. I don't know how she gonna. It's not gonna work. It's just not. It's not. It's not because she not sending nothing. She not sending nothing. And you know, if there, whatever the delay is, any other customer, I mean, any other business is gonna say, you know, we apologize for the delay. They're gonna have on their website anyway how long it take, and usually I repeat with the same, so I pretty much know what to expect. I know how long it take them to turn around and ship. And if you're behind, there's a delay or something, you let your customer know. You don't have people wondering uh when they gonna get their stuff. Some people just addicted to getting packages and shit. Like ordering something new and getting it. Like I ain't gonna say that's me. I ain't gonna say that's me. Somebody else can say it, but I ain't gonna say that's me. I do order a lot though. I do. And I ain't never had no other business to where I gotta sit up here and worry about if they gonna ship my stuff and things looking kind of funny. Unless it's a new place that I didn't research first, and here we go. And it's been a long time since that happened. I learned from it. And you know, again, this time I just kind of stepped out on grace. And so this is, if I'm correct, it's USPS. Let me check. Because that's even worse. I'm going to tell you why that's not going to work. I done went ahead and got them somewhere else. Tried them out. Them shits was, they was gone the next day. All over my face after I slept. But, even, and I use waterproof glue too. But those, the bottom lashes are so tiny. But I kind of like it. But I feel like I can get the same look just putting on black eyeliner, to be honest, because from a distance, really, people can't tell. It was different, though. So, I'm getting everybody to business today. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Nah, I just told you about your motherfucking self. And they say I ain't got no fit about, I don't give a fuck what this, who you are and what the situation is. If I gotta give it to you, I'm gonna give it to you, because I'm just as um I'm the last one you should have a problem with, to be honest. And I give a lot of grace and everything. And I'm a Libra. I let a lot of shit slide that, you know, I could have did you away. You know, I could have did this and did that. And then when I'm just feeling like, okay, you just showing me that you just, you know, let me go. Which photo I put that in? Yeah, okay. So the 13th, so that was yesterday, right? Or was it? What's today? I don't even know, child. I think it was yesterday. Okay, that was 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, I get your order ship. Okay, I get your order ship. Both orders now. But why is it after I filed for the chargeback with the bank? Because that's your way of trying to stall on that. Because you think you're going to pull this off. Okay, but you ship USPS on top of that. Not no FedEx or nothing like that. Which, all kind of the same, right? But see, USPS. So, when they show that from Hollywood, Florida, a shipping label was created, and that's it. How we gonna move forward from here? Because it's been 2 days. You don't think you ready to give me my stuff? Because if you created the label so fast, that must mean you ready to ship. What, you only ship everything out on the same day because you got to go to the post office? That could be the case too. But it's already been almost 2 months and I've escalated the case. So why don't you make an exception and give me my stuff? Because a delay does not mean that I'm not going to get my money back. See, now I'm doing a video. And 9 times out of 10, there's others that's going to see and hear about this, because I'm going to do one on TikTok too. Facebook and Instagram. And I don't even really be on there at all. Because you really playing. Why you didn't just go ahead and give me my chips back? I see. But that ain't going to stop nothing, because I'm still moving the same way. And everybody else still going to get blessed like they always do. And it's all because I want to. This is on me, to be honest, but it don't mean I don't need my money back, because I need that back. That's damn near $50 right there. So I don't care if I go get me some more damn, some of this dip color that I like. You know what I mean? Whatever I'm gonna do with that 50, baby, it's mine. Okay, because I'm out here and it's like damn near 100 degrees today. Alright, I'm driving this shit with my legs swole up and everything. And if I want to go for a walk, or do I want to go home? So my walking time really was spent on this video. So yeah, you gonna come up off that money, and I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna talk about you again after this. We gonna see what's gonna happen in a week. We gonna see what's gonna happen when you don't ship nothing. And I'm gonna make sure I tag you too. Helpful. Because when I go buy all this organic fruits and garlic and ginger and manuka honey, bitch, you think that's cheap? You just took some of that money right there and I ain't getting no product. I could be spending that at the store, because it's every fruit I get got to be organic. Manuka honey is not cheap. Regular honey ain't cheap. Even the dang on lemons, limes, I ain't home. I can't pick them off the tree right now. The garlic, because I'm on that kind of heavy right now with my little, and y'all got stuff running around here too, and I don't have no immune system, so I got to get on it, stay on it. Yeah, that's gonna ruin me. That's gonna ruin me. Yeah, I need my money back, boo. I need my money back, and I'm gonna talk about you, baby. Let me put y'all out here, because that looking down, coming up angle don't be cute at all. Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I don't care about, don't get in your feelings about this movement, so-called, and supporting your brother, sister, whatever. If you somewhere you walking up, you about to pay for it and get your stuff, go ahead, do your thing. And if you didn't like it, you didn't like it, or whatever. Because really, it's not too much customer service after that, unless I don't know. But if you're gonna order for somebody offline, just do your research. Don't just do it because they're black or whatever. Do your research still. Good customer service is deserved. It's real sad, because sometimes people think they can treat you away, just because you are who you are, and then they'll treat somebody else who don't look like them a whole lot better or with more respect. But it's obvious that this is trying to scam. To me, it is. When you haven't given me a reply or explanation, and you moving like this, and the only time you even do something is when after I file. Like, you haven't gotten no notifications. Even if you didn't, thank you. Even if you didn't get any notifications, you have a customer that placed the order. It's going on almost 2 months. And the customer ain't heard hide nor hair from you and don't have their product. You should be trying to appease that customer, like, so. I haven't seen any reviews that say, she's been great, blah, blah, blah. They just like her videos and stuff, But I'm about to sweat to death up in here. Um, I hope I come back tonight. I'll probably be in the gym as soon as I pull up. Okay, no, I gotta go water my trees. And I'm pretty sure I got a lot of figs on there that's ready to be picked. They probably not gonna be as plump, but I did pick up my little watering system yesterday, so I'm gonna put that in, and so they all should be getting water. Unfortunately, I didn't do right by them this season because I was just looking for something that can work, because they're all in grow bags and pots, and so they're in different places, so it's not like they're out in the yard and I could just, you know, put up a regular flow system. So I came up with some stuff that'll hold them down for a few days, but I definitely don't look forward to getting any grapes this year, which is sad, but that's okay, because I'll probably get some in the winter. Just like with the figs, only one tree is giving me figs so far. I don't see any mulberries growing, and that one tree is so full of figs and they hanging down. I said when I come back, they're probably gonna drop to the ground. I hope whoever down there know what it is and be like, oh, what a blessing, and eat it, and not just be like, ew, what is this, you know. But yeah, I'm not feeling it, so I'm just letting y'all know, be careful, and definitely don't buy from that chick, you know. Shame on you though, shame on you, because hey, that's how we mess up. So I'm gonna finish listening to this interview. I want to come back and talk about it. I ain't gonna tell y'all who it is, but I want to come back and talk about it because homeboy is tripping on here. Okay, and when I say he tripping, it's like, bro, do you really? Let's see. Okay, it's gonna take me 3 hours. Why does it keep saying I gotta take a break? And I've been on break several times throughout. I should have been out of here. This shit that make no sense. Acting like they don't know what they're gonna do with it. What you mean? As I'm leaving, I saw my coworker coming out of here dropping off. We bring stuff to y'all. Don't. Hey, let me check my hours, because I don't see why it's saying I gotta take a break. I should have had, or maybe it was too close together. Okay. Woo, I'm glad I didn't pull off. I got 2 more minutes and then this should count. Woo. Almost messed up, because I'm trying to head there straight. Only time I'm stopping is if I gotta use the bathroom, and that's gonna be quick because this is a whole jumper. So I got to come out the jacket, the shirt, everything. I lost my watch cover. Ain't no telling, because I gotta take all this off to pull the jumper down. So it was just, I don't know, I just grabbed it quick, put it on. So yeah, I ain't gonna really get too much off into nothing else, because, you know, gentlemen's then putting spankers on shit now. I don't know if I'm gonna listen to this, because I don't want to hear all this speculation. I don't want to hear all this speculation. If the autopsy ain't back yet, then what we talking about? Nobody is saying anything about anything except for what they are saying. And people just, you know, start to talk a little too much. And then it seemed like as soon as you kind of rock with someone because they sound like they putting belt to ass, like they should, right? Then it kind of seemed like okay, now you're doing a little too much. Because when you take a situation, even though I know this stuff be serious, but mind you, there's a lot of other stuff I want to talk about too. There's a lot of other stuff going on too. And we need to be also simultaneously, some of that, I think everything that's done is always meant to distract you from other stuff too, because we got to be more versed, and we're not, you know, and we give ourselves a pass to be like that, and it's not okay, because a lot of stuff that I try to keep up with or pay attention to, it's never discussed really online. And if it is, it's really not, I don't see it by us, I see it by others. And that's a problem. Because the stuff y'all talking about, y'all ain't even preparing for that. Okay? What about what's happening with this freaking America, bro? What about what are they doing to us as citizens? What are they setting us up for? And it's annoying because I've been talking about this for years. Like, how can y'all be serious? Like, all this stuff that's been set into place, it's mind blowing that people, everybody just like cool with it. And this motherfucker done completely sold us out. But we already saw all this coming. We already saw all this happening. And it's like, once it's done, every time they get further and further along, at this point, what can you do? Okay, what we looking like now? Usually let it go a couple, maybe 5 minutes over just to be sure, especially when it's like, I know I need all these hours to get back. But the beast in the beard talking about was Nolan's body tortured. See, they're talking about, now I scroll up from that, right? Because I can see him watch a video about was Nolan's body tortured. Do we have the autopsy back? Because, you know, not to mix. And again, you know, condolences to Corzier and Nazir Lewis's family, because I don't know. I looked through their pictures again this morning. And I was just like, well, this rising, I don't like to say it, but it's shit. We are in mourning. And I think y'all call that on too when you keep saying good morning, good morning. I'm like, damn, you want me to be mourning? I just woke up mourning, you know that. Like, But I was looking at their pictures and I'm just like, damn. Each one of them. And I'm just going over their facial expressions, how they looking. And I'm like, I'm feeling energy from y'all. I'm happy in me. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy with my twin. I'm looking at one where one of them is standing, he kind of facing forward, the other one's standing to an angle, he looking at his brother. And you know, I think that one was originally under a post about their fashion line, you know, before all this happened. And I'm just like looking at how they got their prom suits and everything. It's a little different, but it's a little stylish too. And I'm like, they was happy about that fashion line. They was really doing it. And I just see how he's looking at his brother. Like, I don't see nothing hidden behind it. I don't see, you know, it don't look like fake smiles. It don't look like something is hiding. You know, but again, that one post, I mean, because that's all I've seen, is that one post by somebody who say, our investigations are conclusive with the GBI, and somebody smirked somebody, and then himself. Now, who? I'm just saying, I don't quite feel. Is it our business? I don't know. Who did who? Were they both cool with it, or the other twin said, okay, twin, if you insist, I gotta go with you. If you insist, I'm rocking with you. I don't want to go, but I mean, because why they didn't just say, because if you gonna do you gonna do you regardless. Somebody, if you do me, you gotta do you. If I do you, I gotta do me. So somebody gotta do themselves at the end of the day, because you're the one left. And there's nobody around to do you. So if I was your twin, now, If I was your twin, I would say, no, I could never make you do me. And then do yourself. So then it's all on you. I could never make you do me. If you gonna do you, I'm gonna do me. That's how it would be for me. I'm not gonna sit here and say, okay, twin, do me and then do you. Go ahead. And this was supposed to be suddenly with no signs. I need an interview or something from the parents. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. I am Indian, sir. I don't know nothing about Nicki or Cardi, except for who they are. I don't follow them or listen to them. So he's talking about. Let me. What's still in your rest? I ain't never heard of him before, but I'm gonna see what he's talking about later. So we got Gentleman's Den, and he's going in on was Nolan's body tortured. Did the family hand the autopsy back? Because this wouldn't even be a question. Or are we just doing content because you get hundreds and hundreds of super chats talking about this? Just doing scenarios about what could have happened to his body because that's necessary? Because when I see a content creator and something happens and then we stay on this every day, like, oh, this feel good. 2, 3 times a day, hours and hours. Cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out. And then the stuff keep happening. So each one you get like, oh, we got another case came in. Boom, boom, boom. And so y'all over there on this family shit. But then you got these white boys over here talking about this Islamic situation we got going on over here. We got this Jewish situation. We got this Trump situation. Hey, Bo. They doing us real dirty up in that house up there. I'm just trying to tell you. So let's check out Gentleman's Den real quick.
It's just graffiti, Jeff.
Oh.
That's what the affidavit said. Yup. Was arrested for racist graffiti, and they got that from you, Mr. Watermelon Felon.
Well, day, and then as the day went on, people started to drink more, and people started to get more drunk.
I'm gonna have to scroll back to the beginning because I want to know what would be the point of doing a video with that title. Because some of the stuff I had to come up out of there yesterday because I was like, see, I wouldn't even address that. He got some guy trying to make fun of the situation, talking about, yeah, we put y'all in the water, say, swim, nigga, swim. I wouldn't even platform that dude. I wouldn't even talk about that shit he's saying. He doing that to get a rise out you, and you doing it so you can get them guns for Cash.app. Don't play on me. Don't play on me.
Paying traffic overtime.
Don't play on me.
Smooth. I get so excited. I get so pumped up when I see the family in the chat live. When I see the family in the chat, I get activated.
So, a little after 10 o'clock, I should be back in the
activated when the family tune in. Y'all know it's time. Salute to Calvin Green, saying, much love, bro. Much love, bro. How you cook pork chop. Yeah, pork chop got threw on the grill. We deep fried him.
That was, Jason Whitlock.
We deep fried him, Calvin. Salute to you, bro.
That was funny.
Family, salute to the team. Yeah, Ringworm over there coping right now. He don't know what to do. He don't know what to do.
I named the Ringworm.
Salute
That's
to
Ringo.
Philly girl.
He is a ringworm. He like building. He like got ringworms.
Salute to my boy Calvin Green coming in with a $5 cash out. For the love. Thank you so much for that, bro. I appreciate that. Much for tuning in. Oh yeah, I'm about to enjoy myself on this evening because we got a lot of things that we need covered on this evening, family. And I always like to start off the broadcast by saying there's only one question that me and the family need answers to.
We used to go to church. And
what happened to Nolan Wells?
He take his sweet time. We gonna be.
What happened to Nolan Wells? That is the question that needs to get answered. All these imaginary friends, all these black people that's coming to the forefront, tap dancing, trying to distract us.
I'm gonna say this too. Let's be clear, because I done said it so many times. I give him his props. I like him putting belt to ass. But you gotta be careful of these ones that come on here and get you tied up. And knowing you gonna show up every day. And y'all gonna be on there for 2, 3, 4 hours at a time every single day doing the same thing. You complaining about what's saying over here about you. Over here lying about you when they did this and that. And that's really, it's necessary, but is it necessary for you to spend that many hours every single day doing it? Don't you get hooked. He come on every day and do all that. He doesn't make that his job. Pay attention, okay? And you all into it. Your heart is into it. Black people know how to grift off each other real good. People want to have family and shit. I'm over here listening to Dame Dash and shit. And I'm like, this dude, he wants so bad he ain't got damn daddy or something. Like he over here still talking about shit years ago. And that's my big brother. That's my big, everybody your big brother. You too old for this. But that's because black people are in such lack. But you gotta be careful. Hey, double lines, bitch. Just because you don't like how slow I'm going. Where's the cops when you need them? You gonna do it too? Because that shit say 25. That 25 is for me. It's for you too, but it's damn sure for me. They be getting so mad, but they wouldn't have that car or anything else if I didn't drive this truck. Okay, that's when I say me, I'm talking about me and everybody. People act like we get on their nerves. I'm driving how I gotta drive. Shit, and I drive, don't fucking play. You should hear how they be hounding me on the damn phone and shit. Be wanting me to chill out. I'm like, I'll never make it nowhere. I might as well pull over and park if I drive how y'all want me to drive. Like, get the fuck. But you can't tell these cars nothing. They think their shit don't stink. And and then they get out here and don't know how to drive. They don't know how to get on down the road. If I was in a car, the only reason you'll be able to see me is because you're a truck and you can see far down the road. But that's where I'll be far down the road. And then out your sight because I'm gone. Because I can do 70, 80 real quick in a car. You can pull over here, get in front of him, get on about your business. Like, why am I gonna get in front of a whole fucking truck and just chill out there and you going under the speed limit and everything? Like, so annoying. But bitch, you wouldn't have nothing when you get home and your ass ain't got no toilet paper and the store ain't got no toilet paper and you ain't got shit else that you was waiting to come in. Then you gonna be like, where is it? Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh, trucks, bitch. Trucks. The fuck? Don't even know how these bitches work, but y'all want us to move how you want us to move, Like, get the fuck out of here with that dumbass shit. Be breaking laws and everything. Double lines. Solid white lines. You ain't supposed to cross that shit. But you want to so you can get in front of me and get in my goddamn way. In my motherfucking way. How dare you be in my way? You're a car. I shouldn't even see you. If you're going to get in front of me, your ass should be gone. The speed limit is 70. Why are you hanging out in front of me at 50, bro? Like, get the fuck. If I run through you, then, okay, just don't.
Yeah, that's what the white community do. We take y'all out there in the oceans, in the swamps, and we throw you out there and we say, swim, boy, swim.
You talked about this yesterday. Why we talking about it again today?
Big bad wolf.
Mm-hmm. Why?
But I got something for you guys. Okay, salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. But I want to show you guys this update on this guy, right?
I wouldn't follow him.
They found him. You guys know that the internet is undefeated, right? His name is Remington Lane McCall. Let's see, do he have that same energy that he just, you know, showed us and displayed in this video?
Now, if he gonna get some consequences, I'm down with that.
The hunt for me is over. They got me. They know my name, my address, everything. You know.
I fuck with that.
I knew it was gonna happen. After the Walmart video went viral, all I got was just constant threats. Then the other video went viral, and that was a definite, you know, they would find out who I am.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, that's messed up what you're saying. This shit ain't funny.
well, I guess, you know, my followers out there that don't know my name, my name is Remington. But, you know, I guess we'll see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, we finna see what about to happen. Just stay tuned, man. While y'all coming on in, make sure you guys the channel. Shout out to my channel members. I appreciate every last single one of you guys for joining. This is the Hottest Show on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Listen, the only thing he worried about the ass whoop, because he know y'all don't do shit. He only worried about losing his job.
If you can't handle that, oh fucking well. And you people that are, you know, my tone, this tone, you gotta wake the fuck up. Our nation is turning to total garbage because of disgusting, degenerate behavior that we allow and we condone and we praise and we
look at him,
lift up and protect it. So yeah, fuck you. And then the FBI reached out to
so the FBI reached out to him. He thought he was gonna come online and say, yeah, we done it, white people done it, right? This is what we do to
I mean,
black people.
he was bold with the stuff he said.
Targeting you guys.
It was stupid.
We throw y'all in the swamp, we throw y'all in the lake, we throw y'all in the river, and we laugh at y'all.
Say swim.
And he thought the internet was not going to find out where he is because he had big energy in that other video. He had a smirk on his face. He was smiling. Look at him now, about to cry.
He said, "Yeah, because y'all
Let's keep going, fam."
somebody related to me. I don't know why they didn't reach out to me. I don't know why they haven't come talk to me. But they asked them if I had anything to do with the what's his fucking name? It's Nolan. The Nolan Wells situation because of the video of me mocking these idiots, retardation, saying those boys did it. And I guess I said, you know, we did it, but clearly I meant we as in, you know, these people, this white people. And yeah, like somebody in the comments said, clearly these morons do not understand satire.
No, it's not satire. It's not satire.
He didn't mean, listen.
It wasn't.
Hold on.
It wasn't at all.
Hold on. That's right, Nolan. I mean, damn. Gentlemen's Den. I did not mean to say that. But that's right, Gentlemen's Den. He did not mean that as satire. I guess he felt like he could say it's satire and get away with it. But if you guys heard it, he because it went viral and he played it yesterday. He was saying, yeah, we did it because that's what we do. We throw y'all in the water. And look, there's another one I just saw yesterday evening that popped up. Another one. You know, his friends took him out there and made him drown. They're investigating that one too. And so he's like, yeah, that's what we do. And he was just saying a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all can't swim. We put you out there and we say, yeah, swim, nigga, swim. Yeah, swim, boy. Yeah, you don't know how to swim. I don't know. I didn't soak all that up. But he was making it sound like he was bragging about the fact that that's what they do to us. And he was like, yeah, you're right. We did it. That's what we do. And you can't swim and shit like that. So, you know, you basically came on here and was copping for the activities. All right, so stand tall on that. Don't try to call that shit satire because you didn't present it as if it was satire. You presented as if you were bragging about what y'all do to us. That's exactly how you presented it. You didn't follow it up with, no, come on now. Just because y'all saying we do that, that's not what it's. Y'all trying to stereotype us as being, you know, black boy drowners or something. No, you didn't do any of that. So, see, there we go. That's that thing that tell me, oh, you're too close, slow down. Man, you can't ride no traffic like that. It don't make no sense. They want cars to be fucking miles away and shit. Cause that's, I mean, this is like a train when I try to stop, but people don't think so. It take real skills when I don't hit your ass when you get in front of me with that dumb shit. I'm talking about skills. Especially if I got a trailer back. Skills. Either way, it's skills, because I'm not flipping over on this thing. Look at me with big old head and then some, like, come on now. Like, but yeah, she was hot on my ass yesterday, so I'm gonna be cool for a little while. Because I did go like a month or so with no videos or whatever. And so, you know, everybody got to keep their score down and insurance, because people get killed, and they don't want it to be our fault. You know, it's if you come behind me and you do some dumb shit, or you clearly pull in front of me, I got every right, because technically I ain't supposed to be able to stop. So every time I stop, which is several times a day, and don't run through your ass, and I'm blowing the horn hard, telling you, bro, you just got in front of me, and I'm doing 65, and you're going really fucking slow like you're retarded. Bro, I cannot slow this down to catch up to your little speed. I'm gonna run through you. Move, punch your speed or get the fuck out my lane. And they just sit there and chill. And I'm like, all it takes is the wrong person driving this truck. That's all it takes. Because if you think that on occasion, something, I don't know yet. I don't know if it's somebody mama, somebody ancestor, but something real grown with a switch in their hand say, let them find out. Let them understand what the fuck they just did. You know, it's about the inconvenience to me. It's about the shit I ain't trying to go through. You understand me? You know, I ain't really trying to go through all that. I got shit in here that I like, that I paid for. I got my sewing machine in here. I be thinking about that shit. I don't be thinking about you. Because you playing yourself when you do shit like that. Because it's ridiculous. You should know. That is retarded for you to do. And they do it all the fucking time. All the time. I just like, this shit is crazy, boy. I be kind of mad because I'm like,
you was dead serious in that video, and now you facing your consequences, and you crying like a little bitch right now. You looking for sympathy. No, stand on all 10. You said, swim, boy, swim. Where that energy at? I was looking for that energy, Remington. Swim, boy, swim. Yeah, that's what we do. We meet up every 6 months and talk about you blacks. Damn, it seemed like you turned that energy down. Wow. Let's keep going, family.
But, you know, there's that. And another thing I saw in the comments was talking about beating my ex-wife.
Oh, here it goes.
So just to clear that up, you know, that was 10, 11 years ago, and nobody got beat.
Oh, really?
It was not a beating. And actually, if you see the report, I've never been...
So, guys, what's the typical white supremacists out here, right? The most racist white supremacists, they either S8 children, abuse their women, abuse their children, they're broke, they're dusty, or they're a homosexual. Like y'all got Chud the Builder, right?
All of the above.
The ones that be the most vocal online with their racism have so many skeletons in their closet.
Hate in their heart.
And I'm about to present evidence about this case that he's talking about because he abused his ex-wife. But he got so much shit to talk about black people. But let's keep going, fam.
Looked at the report maybe since court and all that. I don't even know if I really even looked at it. But there was no beating. It was me snatching my own fucking keys out of her hand.
No, you beat them.
And, you know, I'm actually the one that called the police because, you know, other things happened, not on my part. And I was absolutely fucking furious because I had kicked her out over things she did and fucked up shit.
You kicked your wife out?
I don't want to get into, you know, it's been 10, 11 years, so
don't matter.
I'm over it.
You kicked your wife out.
I don't hold anything against her. I don't have any grudges towards her. But yeah, I kicked her out of the house.
They don't like
one
women.
night
They don't like women.
I don't remember if the door was unlocked or she had another key or something. But she barged in through the front door, and some stuff happened. Not important.
I don't
I'm not going to discuss all that.
No, tell her.
But it ended up to where, you know, I snatched keys out of her hand.
If that's all you did, Remington, tell the truth.
I don't believe him.
I got receipts. If that's all you did was just snatch the keys from her,
I forgot to
lie.
message them to let them know.
Do not lie.
They didn't have no empties.
And some of the things that she did, I called the police. And that's when I learned, you know, if you have an at-home issue,
And I'm not going to look for
never call the police.
So why you call the police then?
But yeah, I snatched the keys.
I got other places to be.
The cops, they came and questioned me, and then they were trying to twist the story like I had done something else, and I said, okay, I'm done talking, I want a lawyer. And
salute to Jerome coming in with a $5 super chat. This Cody is,
Bro, the
is
speed
just
limit is
out
only
lying.
60.
It wasn't satire. He was dead serious. Facts, Jerome.
And this is the week
Shout
that
out
they
to you.
pulling
Thank
over
you so much
trucks.
for your $5 super chat. Yeah, we know that he was dead serious. But hold y'all horses. We ain't done.
Right.
well,
Shout out to you, Jerome. Thank you so
so
much.
yeah, I was arrested for snatching keys that
You wasn't arrested
were
for
mine,
snatching
but
keys.
because we were married, they were hers as well. So that's how that works. But anyways, there's that.
That
So-
doesn't explain nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. See what happens. Definitely going to be interesting. Gonna have to leave home.
We got
Gonna have to go through all kinds of changes.
We don't be a racist. And if you're gonna own it, fucking own it.
Why
Don't
would
try
he-
to your audience. You know?
Exactly.
You asked for this. He said something along the lines like,
Why we have to be home?
verbatim, it said that you kicked her and pushed her. So whatever you
You kicked her and pushed her. This isn't black and white, Remington. This is what they say. This is what the police reports say. But you say, oh, they just arrested me for taking her keys from her. Really, dude? Like, stop it. We know that you white men is the leading demographic of abusing your women and SN your kids and bestiality as well. I see somebody in the chat said, what do you call them? Animals. Y'all are sick individuals.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But hold on, family. We ain't done, right? We is not done with these clowns.
It's true. I see a lot of stuff with the women having sex with their sons and with the dog, with the family dog. Even like they have a pet monkey. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Let's get it.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Stone. So the company that Remington used to work for actually created an account, and
Hold on, that ain't the one.
so he lost his job.
So he lost his job, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to him. Shout out to Remington McCall. He worked hard to.
I don't know. That was fast forwarded. Why didn't you just let him speak from the beginning? Maybe he lost his job in the past because he beat his girl. Like, did he lose his job because of that post? I don't know. That's why is he sitting here saying we'll see what happens? If he lost his job, he wouldn't be saying we'll see what happens because that's the really only thing he's worried about. So, man, come on now. I don't know.
Lose
Y'all
his
do
job.
your
This is
own
what I don't
research
understand. These
with
people were
anything.
literally allowed their racism to drive them homeless and poor and broke. This man literally got on the internet, talk about some, yeah, we done it. We the ones that drown those wells. We do this to every black person that we take to the swamps. We throw y'all in the lake, the river, and we laugh at y'all, say, swim, boy, swim. Right? He had that type of energy. But as you guys just heard in the video, energy turned
you can do
down.
what you want to do.
He's looking for sympathy. He's trying to explain himself, babbling all over the place.
Good luck, because
And he got a criminal record. He was arrested for abusing his wife. Talking about he was snatching his keys. No. The report said that you kicked her and you hit her. Stop lying, sir.
Double trailers.
And this is his name, Remington McCall. He's a cruise chef at Clary and Associates. Clary and Associates made a statement online, and they say, quote, it has recently come to our attention that one of our now former employees posted a vile and racist video online. This employee was immediately terminated upon our knowledge of said video. We want to make it very clear that as a company and individually, we do not tolerate racism or hate speech. This was built on integrity, and we will continue to maintain that value. But shout out to Remington. He worked hard.
Check. First of all, lies, okay? Because we weren't built on none of that. Okay, we can trace all that back, but we don't have to. Okay, because everything they got is because of what they stole and killed us for. All right. Go ahead, you too, UPS. Go on and get yours. They waiting on you. They waiting on you. This is the little week. I forgot what they call it, but this is the week where they pull over trucks and shit. You know, try to find something wrong and get some tickets. The a ticket for me is, you know, it's real. These tickets are $1,000 tickets. It ain't the same. And then when you in your car, it's still bad because it goes on your record as a trucker too. But this is the week that they go. I think like twice a year for a whole week, and so you know, be on your P's and Q's because the state patrol, you know, all of them, troopers, everybody's out, and they just post it up everywhere, and they pull you all over the place. And technically, you know, we not supposed to go over the speed limit. We may get 5, maybe, you know. And this mofo here, because my thing tells me how fast she going. He doing 70, about to be doing 75. Go ahead, because the speed limit is only 60. Go ahead, Bo, do you feel like it? In fact, let me go and get on over in the slow lane since I'm going too slow for you. You know, so nobody else got to worry about it. All right? Because I don't want them pulling me over. It's one thing when you know they literally looking for something. Come on, and they don't know what the heck they be doing. They don't know the whole thing about it. It's annoying. It's time consuming, and you ain't gonna make it home and all that. Child, please. Which it's not that bad because I don't have a trailer, so I can pretty much go anywhere. You know, I can just be like, okay, what I want to do? Let me see what state I'm in. All right, what I'm gonna do the rest of my night or whatever. Depending about how many hours I got on my clock or whatever. But ain't nobody trying to do that. I don't even know what I paused the video for at this point.
Shout out to Remington. He worked hard to do his job. He worked hard, ladies and gentlemen. He worked hard for this. So we don't want to hear nothing about your sob stories. You trying to babble your way up out of it. You was a cruise chef. You was a cook. But you anti-black racism will literally lead. Look how he look at his profile picture, family. He wanted to cut off his hair, shape his beard so that he could look like Chud the Builder. That's what he wanted to do.
That's what?
He wanted to look like Chud the Builder, and he wanted to look like the Mustache Man. You guys know who I'm talking about. Dude. But he allowed his racism to lead him to the unemployment line. So shout out to you, Remington. You deserve every bit of this, sir. That's how you play. I don't know what's wrong with y'all because I always say this. Racism, ladies and gentlemen, is expensive. So when you get online and talk shit about black people, the ancestors will do their job. You are a broke abuser. You don't even have your children. You're fighting for custody. You have a long rap sheet. But you want to get on here and talk about the degeneracy of black people. This don't make no sense, ladies and gentlemen.
He was real immature. That was.
But shout out to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to the family. We are live. In effect, while you guys coming in, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Cool points for saying
Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. And shout out to Remington. He wanted that. Remington wanted that, so you know he got what he wanted.
Like Remington still.
So guys, I want to head over here to Mississippi, and the sheriff said that he wants the community to be patient with him. Anybody that have any evidence towards this case, please come forward.
We know this already. You said that yesterday.
Because there's so many stories going around.
I get so
tired. And there's so many new black friends, black coaches, black teachers that's coming to the forefront trying to talk about that this is not about race, right? Which is we going to discuss in this live, but let's check out and see what the sheriff got to say. Salute to the family, salute to the chat. We in the building. Let's go.
This morning, with a community clamoring for answers about the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells during a July 4th boat trip with friends, the sheriff is asking for help and pleading for patience.
I think it's important that we don't put ourselves on a timetable, that we don't rush ourselves. But I do think it's important to be diligent in gathering all the facts. That's what the family deserves.
Wells never returned from a remote barrier island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. The very thing that makes Horn Island such an idyllic spot to hang out for the day is what makes the case tricky for investigators. There's nothing here. There are no phones, there are no cameras, there's no police. Authorities have asked anyone who was here July 4th with Nolan Wells to come forward.
Even if you may think that it might be insignificant, every little bit helps. And that may be a bigger contribution than you think to this case.
Could be a public tip that breaks it open for you.
Exactly.
A close friend of Wells, Trayston Shepard, says the group spent the day swimming and drinking.
Well, we were just having fun all day, and then as the day went on, people started to drink more, and people started to get more drunk.
We asked the sheriff whether...
And by the way, this Tracy guy that's coming out talking about he's Nolan's best friend, his mother said that she don't even know him, right? So what he's saying is a bunch of BS. She never met him. She don't know who he is. And tell you that he's...
So who was the designated driver? Because you can't be drinking and driving no boat, just like you can't be drinking and driving no car. And it's like every time I hear about the island being that remote, it's like, like I said yesterday, y'all gotta talk to your children. Whether they're gonna want to hear it, listen to you, believe you or not. Maybe you'll spark something in them and they'll start doing their own research, because they gotta know. You can't be out. Baby, there's a lot of things that they don't know. It's worse. It's worse now with all this internet, because they cover things up and, lied so much and everything. And it's like we came into this burst, this wealth of information, and started finding out stuff and tracing stuff. But then they pretty much reversed that so much when it comes to the younger ones, taking everything out of school, and they taking out these monuments. I just seen the video. I'm gonna talk about that some other time. What Trump is talking about, he taking down they taking over all the national parks and all the monuments and shit. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. But we're gonna get into that. But it was an elder that came on and he said,
allow me to drop a thought. Black parents must come to realize that they may be part of the problem when their kids lose sight of their own cultural heritage and race.
Yesterday.
Some black parents love the idea of their black kid being the only black kid in a white group. They somehow believe that it's progress and indications of great success when they can claim mostly white friends. There is an inherent danger when our kids grow up with this illusion of inclusion. Now take, for instance, the Nolan Wells case. It should be a warning shot to all black parents. Stop patting yourself on the back just because you've escaped your own people. At some point, you will realize that all you might have one day are your own people. We have been taught and programmed to not think well of our own race. Therefore, we associate everything good with being white. Now, without any chastisement of the Wells parents, I truly believe that they will search their own souls and parenting styles in regard to their tragic loss. Isolation is isolation. We could not afford to allow our children to isolate themselves in groups that lack other members of their own race. Example, there is a photo of Nolan Wells during his vacation trip in the water with nothing but white people around him, surrounded by nothing but white people. Now, why didn't he see this as possibly a dangerous situation, or at least simply unsafe? It's because he was not aware of what's called race predicament. Most black people know to be uncomfortable in situations when you're in that kind of situation. I'm reminded of the movie Get Out. You remember the movie Get Out, don't you? While we want to get along and love all of God's children, at the same time, we've got to come to the realization that everybody does not like us. Everyone does not love us. There are people out there who hate us just for the color of our skin.
Look at all the things they did to us in history just because we are. and all of the things that they have permanently, decided to continue to do. Which also includes deleting us. Just because we are. That's not going to change. You can't wish it away, hope it away, pray it away, and fall under the illusion that it goes away or it went away or was fading or going to go. No, it's all just playing the part. If you're going to go to such a place, you best believe that the plans for them is for you not to come back. There's nothing going on out there. No landlines, no phone lines, no businesses, no. It's just remote. It's a remote island with whites. It is their goal, their job to get rid of us. I've been saying this for so many years. Ain't no allegedly in it. There's nothing of the sort, and it just baffles me. The ones that don't actually think that that's true. It's weird. You see it happening? It's their lineage, their bloodline. That is them. They're all the same. You better, and I'm going to say it to them blue in the face, Frances Cresswell sing the ISIS Papers. Nobody can break it down like she can. Nobody can. If my survival relies on your non-existence, then that's what you're going to do. Not exist. If my survival relies on your non-existence, especially because I'm truly not supposed to be here, then you will cease to exist. Now, if you choose to allow the wool to be pulled over your eyes, and you want to play shit, hopscotch, not even checkers, while they over here playing chess, keep on. But is your eyes open? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see everybody been picked off? You can't see that. It's been happening. It ain't stopped. It's not a day that goes by that it stops. You know, they got they little boys go up there and shoot up whole schools and shit. Now, you know, something got to be off with those people. Go shoot up schools. And these people don't talk about it no more. The only thing they do is come out here and try to garner sympathy every once in a while. My child was at this school, and that shit happened so many years ago. And it's like, you over here bickering and crying, but y'all ain't even try to address or fix any of the issues that cause these little boys to act like this, because this is a y'all thing. You threw one of our boys in it at one point, so you can say, oh no, y'all do it too. Get the fuck. We know about that setup. But this is a y'all thing. This is what y'all boys are doing. But y'all got everything in the world to say about us. Don't none of our boys go and get all this arsenal and go into school and start firing away. That's a big deal. And they act like it's nothing until they want to get some sympathy. They act like somebody else came and did it. Like somebody came out the sky and did it. Or maybe maybe we did it. But they don't act like they did it to each other. And they go and talk about black on black crime. Most of the time, somebody had an issue with somebody. Or they at least thought they did. When it's in mass, you best believe they're involved. At the end of the day, if you ask me, they're 99% involved anyway because of the Willie Lynch bullshit, but I digress.
Black people cannot lower guard and be so trusting in potentially challenging situations. We must maintain what I call a hermeneutics of suspicion. What does this mean, Atkins? It means we must consider any and all possible situations as maybe threatening and not safe for us. It appears that Nolan Wells was too trusting of his so-called friends.
And his parents taught him
and
to be
I
like
truly believe that truth will eventually come out. And when it does, we'll find out that racism is in the mix of everything bad that happened to the man. Allow me to drop a thought. Black parents must come to realize that they may be part of the problem when their kids lose sight of their own cultural heritage and race.
Go into YouTube. If you don't do nothing else before you lay your head and type in Frances Cress Welsing. and just listen to at least one of her short videos and listen to this woman speak, listen to what she's talking about. And then you double back, all right, and just make you a playlist of her stuff and listen to this woman. You must be gone. You must be gone, all of you. They can tolerate you being here when they had you under their complete control and it was all their world, okay, completely. And the main one of these boys, all of them. If it's a YN, another black boy did it. If it's a promising young man, they did it. They can't let you grow up and come on out here with that. They cannot. They cannot. Not won't. Can't. They don't even like you. You think they're going to just let you live when that means their non-existence? You need to teach this to your children. It is ridiculous for us to think the white life is good life. Ain't nothing colder about their ice. We don't even fuck with cold. Having your children think that that's what they're striving for, you're walking them into their death for sure. I mean, when you just look at the picture, it doesn't make any sense. How could you ever, in your mind, think that you have reached heights when you the only one that look like you in the group that you are in? A dog know better than that. A dog knows better, and any animal knows better than that. I don't care if it's an animal that's an albino. You're not gonna see him chilling uncomfortably with everybody else because they gonna do him something because he is different. It just doesn't even make any sense when you even look at it. And if you see the opposite, there's a motive there. Don't get beside yourself. Oh, they copy us. They ain't cool till they, use something that came from us and all this other shit. Yes, they want to copy and take everything that you got because you are the superior one. You are the one. They can never be or do. You are just you. You are the shit by just being you. They're gonna mimic all. That's as close as they can get to being you. But you are the dominant one. You are the one that, because they are naturally not supposed to be here, they are naturally going to phase out. Nature's choice. The only way to try and prolong that is for you to be gone. And if you want further understanding, you better get with Francis. If you want to understand what is facts, you better get with Francis. Because you are never safe. It is always about race. Just knowing history tells you it's always about race. Read the Bible. It tells you everything is about race. Don't let nobody tell you that, or they don't see color. Then why did you give black and whites a name that is a color? Because if I take a white sheet of paper and a white crayon, it doesn't look like your skin. We can call you, oh, you white, you pale, you need a tan, but you're not white. You're not crayon color white. And we get pretty dark, some of us, but we're not black. It's not that cut and dry. It's not. But you named us by a color, but you don't see color. When it's convenient for you to not see color. Okay. Well, then you're blind. You can't see. You gotta wear sunglasses like DMC. You blind. How can you not see color? Even colorblind people, you see black and white. Light and dark. You see that. You just don't see red and all that stuff. So everybody sees color. That's stupid. I'll punch somebody in their mouth if they say that in my presence. Yeah, I will. Because you might as well just call me a nigga. Because either way, I'm going to punch you. But I just be bold like that. Just do that. Let him finish.
The idea of their black kid being the only black kid in a white group. They somehow believe that it's progress and indications of great success when they can claim mostly white friends. There is an inherent danger when our kids grow up with this illusion of inclusion. Now take, for instance, the Nolan Wells case. It should be a warning shot to all black parents. Stop patting yourself on the back just because you've escaped your own people. At some point, you will realize that all you might have one day are your own people. We have been taught and programmed to not think well of our own race. Therefore, we associate everything good with being white. Now, without any chastisement of the Wells parents, I truly believe that they will search their own souls.
I just, you know, so to me, it's just like, it can't be serious. The only reason y'all want to be, because you think that shit's smooth because of the kind of life that they have, the access. First of all, if you don't have the family lineage, the wealth, the structure and all that, then you don't have it. What are you going to do? Start it, build it, be the one? Okay, likely not, right? Because they got every system in place to make sure that that doesn't happen. They must. They absolutely must. Everybody that they let get it, they eventually take it back. And they take your life. Everybody. You're dumber than the dumbest chick that always thinks she's gonna be the exception. Like, you're never gonna be the exception. The only reason why you perceive that shit to be cooler because of all the stomping on your people that they've done. The cooking, eating, and terrorizing and tearing apart and screwing up the butt and mating with and all the terrible, horrible things, and stealing and burning you and drowning you and burning your shit down and stealing your shit and stealing your people, slaving you, treating you like this and telling you you ain't even a human when they the fucking monkeys. Everything. They did put in all that work and stole your shit and worked and built their wealth and everything they got off your backs. If you get in your right position, it won't be none of that. That's the only reason. I would not even consider myself, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror if I truly deep down inside desired to be with them or on their level thinking that I'm the shit somehow when I know how they got it. And if it wasn't for all that shit they did, they would never be where they're at. In fact, they would not still be here. They wouldn't have lasted. Some of our dumbasses would have tried to help them. Everybody tenderhearted and shit, but that's not gonna change anything. They have to go through great lengths to still exist. The sun don't even fuck with them. The sun that feeds everything, the grass, the trees, us, every living thing needs the sun. And it will burn them up. What more do you need?
And parenting styles in regard to their tragic loss. Isolation is isolation. We could not afford to allow our children to isolate themselves in groups that lack other members of their own race. Example, there is a photo of Nolan Wells during his vacation trip in the water with nothing but white people around him, surrounded by nothing but white people. Now, why didn't he see this as possibly a dangerous situation or at least simply unsafe? It's because he was not aware of what's called race predicament. most black people
Oh, y'all got all kind of parks over there
in
now.
situations when you're in that kind of situation. I'm reminded of the movie Get Out. You remember the movie Get Out, don't you? While we want to get along and love all of God's children, at the same time, we've got to come to the realization that everybody does not like us. Everyone does not love us. There are people out there who hate us just for the color of our skin. Black people cannot lower their guard and be so trusting in potentially challenging situations. We must maintain what I call a hermeneutics of suspicion. What does this mean, Atkins? It means we must consider any and all possible situations as maybe threatening and not safe for us. It appears that Nolan Wells was too trusting of his so-called friends, and I truly believe that truth will eventually come out, and when it does, we'll find out that racism is in the mix of everything bad that happened to this young man. Allow me to drop a thought.
His friend is a stretch because to the house, Nolan never introduced him to his mother, so he want to come on these news station and try to talk about, let's not make it about race. Let's not point the fingers. They sent in all their black tokens to come to the forefront to defend those 3 white devils that played a hand in this. Let's keep going, family. Salute to the family.
Drinking or drugs played a role in Wells' death.
Of course, the rumors out there, but we don't respond. We respond to facts.
And as investigators attempt to build a full timeline of the teen's movements and whereabouts that weekend, this photo showing Wells at a pool party has been circulating widely online and has been shared by his family's attorney. ABC News confirming it was taken a week before he visited Horn Island. Authorities initially suspect Wells found all the results of autopsies by both officials and the one the family ordered are dangerous.
Down there at the end of the west end of the island, yeah, there's a current that can get you really quick and it gets deep.
So if you're an experienced swimmer, even that area of the island could be a little dodgy?
Yes, especially with the current down there at the very end. It kind of eddies. If you're out there trying to swim that deep, yeah.
His parents are now planning a funeral for their son, which his mother, Christine, posted overnight, guys, does not feel real. She said all of her emotions are running together, and her post concluded, we miss you so much, Nolan. It looks like that funeral is going to be early next week at one of the big convention centers here.
Yeah, so that's the sheriff, right? He sound kind of sketchy, right? He sound like he lying. Like he trying to hold some information away from the public, but it's okay, Sheriff. We got too many boots on the ground. If you're lying, Sheriff, we will expose you. And that friend Tracy that's out here talking about some, oh, that was me in the video, that wasn't Nolan. We was out here drinking, doing drugs, doing all this. Let's just wait for the evidence to come out, doing all this caping. Because everybody wants us to take our attention away from the 3 white boys that were actually on that boat with Nolan. Nobody wants us to point their fingers at them. We seen Judge Cole come out in a statement after she deleted her social media. Then she came and made a statement saying that Nolan Wells made the decision to stay behind on that island because he was waiting for other people to come pick him up. But what Judge Cole failed to acknowledge was what friends? What was their names? What time was they coming to pick him up? Why is your stepson not talking to the public? You know, why are all y'all deleting y'all social media?
I don't know, but if you come back, honey, with
black parents must come
your friends, if my child and your child are friends, then me and you, we at least know each other. What you telling me to slow down for? Shut the fuck up. Are we serious right now? So I know you because I need to know you because our children hang out. I'm a be at my children if they were to leave yours out there like that because that was not a safe decision. All right, and when I find out, then we got to let you know, and we got to see about your son. For you to come back and for them to come back and y'all don't even say nothing to his parents, like y'all don't say nothing to his parents, like y'all don't say nothing to his parents, and then they got to damn near, fuck up some shit to get the phone back, and then again with the keys, even worse, it was something else with the keys coming out from the father's mouth, they went through it to get the phone and the keys from them. The audacity alone, that's why I say I would never want to see any mother go through these things, but I don't understand how God keeps choosing. That don't make no sense either. It's no way for me to say it, because it's like the ones he chooses seem to be the right ones every time, if that makes any sense. Because some of us just know. We just know. If it was me, I'm pretty sure it's necessary for nobody to hurt anybody for them to get to some answers, because then the focus will be on the fact that the mama done went over there and put some heads to bed. Because there is no way in the bloody pit of Hades I would be able to keep my cool and just move about if this were my child. There's no, oh, you never know until you get, I know me. I know me. Okay, this is a declaration from the ancestors. I was born knowing this. It's not, I can't even wrap my brain around to think no shit like that. I could tell y'all some shit, but I can't tell you. I absolutely know me. It's just, I can't even wrap my head around it. This, I give everything to this woman is, and even the dad too, I mean, they gotta, there's people walking around here that literally had the audacity to come back without their child and then play these reindeer games. And then they found their child's body. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? A whole bloodline would be mine. All of them. They'd be like, what? They got a mama? Where's his mama? Anybody seen her talk to his mom? Do you know who she is? You know what she look like? The mom? Bitch, you won't see me. And if you do, I'm going to be covered in blood. That's all. That's it. Now, his dad can figure the rest out. But that's where I'm going with it. Absolutely. And there's no, I can't do all that. There's no way. I'm not going to ask you or beg you for no answers to nothing. The answer should have came before you did that fuck shit. That's where the answer should have came at. I want all of yours in exchange for one of mine. All of them. The fucking audacity of these people, bro. Fucking audacity. Now, where is it at? Because I need to play this, because this shit, although, actually no, it's not satire. It's really not. I better have it on here too. Let me see.
For your sanity, you cannot reconcile.
Yeah, not that.
Realize that they may.
I came all the way from.
I know it when I hear it.
Are you awake yet?
As a father of a young black man in a predominantly white neighborhood, just so we're clear, if he leaves with your children and doesn't come back, but your kids come back, everybody just forfeited their life. We do not doing this. Not if his life and mine does. So should you. As a father of a young black,
I'm dead ass.
there is no job.
Hold on. There's another one. I like this one too.
Normally I try to stay up.
I did one too.
You don't care about what happened in No.
We just want to know. All of these are videos of Nolan.
These will all be.
Build up.
You are not defined by the big. When I pulled up to the farm.
That's what his friends are. Okay, now this is the video that the lady posted. Her and her husband and her children were paddling on the. They're on this not canoes, but I don't know. They on something on the water, just paddling along. Just I guess they having fun doing that. And they saw the young man and the brown boy in the water getting chastised and picked at by his raggedy ass cohorts he was with. Sounds bad. They yelling at him, cussing him out, and they far away from him. They out there in the water. They in the boat. They talking about you gotta know how to swim, and he's in the water with kids' life vests on, don't even fit him properly, and they're telling him he can either swim to them in the boat that's further out in the water, or he can swim to shore. And he's like, but I can't swim though. They like, fuck, you got on a life vest even. And he like, it's not even my proper size. He got some sense, because it's not your size. It's not gonna actually help you. It's gonna be worse because it's not properly fitting, so it's gonna actually help you drown. But you know, I'm glad he didn't try it, and he stood on his 10. And I think that was intelligence, not just fear, because he could say the life vest ain't even my size. He didn't just say, oh well, maybe the life vest will help me if I try. No, he was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. And the family that was passing by gave him a ride. They let him hold on, and they pulled him in. And the boys was still yelling at them. I would have told them boys to shut the F up. Probably wouldn't have been the best idea, because they gonna break bad, and somebody gonna have to get active. And I got my children, and you know, we on a little, so that probably wouldn't have been a good idea. But the way they was yelling at him and shit, it's like, I don't know if I could have handled it, you know. But I'm his same color, she wasn't, so I think that makes a difference too. But this is terrible. This is terrible, and you can't really hear what they saying. I'm gonna move on, because I want to find that one video with the other father, and he was talking about like what he gonna do if his child don't come home. I think I'll find. Oh, here.
If my kid.
Okay, so he's like, he's at the HOA meeting, right? He said if they ask me if I have anything to say at the HOA meeting, he got all the little stuffed bunnies and stuff sitting up like they're the parents in the HOA meeting. This is so funny. Go ahead, bro.
Out with your kids, and my kid is the only kid that does not come back alive. Everybody dies.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
If my kid hangs out with your kids, and my kid is the only kid that does not come back alive, everybody dies.
Yeah. See, the thing is, you gotta get me first, okay? You know, that's just what that is. That you must, okay, make sure I am deceased. Give it some time, make sure I don't rise again, because I'm pretty sure I know if somebody did something to me, then they probably gonna come from one of mine. So if it ain't me, it's gonna be my spirit. I'm not ever leaving them. I'm always here, ready, waiting. I got a lot. I'm ready. I'm waiting. Full adrenaline. I'm talking about. It will be my pleasure. It will be my pleasure. Okay, if we don't do nothing else, on this shitty ass planet, please don't. But I guarantee you, I'm gonna have the time of my fucking life, and the life before that, and the life before that. You can believe it. You can believe it. Okay, I taste that shit. All right. Same way y'all was something on us. I promise you, it's not. Everybody not gonna be like that. Y'all talking about he had that cop, and that cop wasn't even the one who he was the one. What the fuck you mean? I don't like what he did. It was such a horrible thing, and you just killed that boy child. Then you gonna show him the video and shit, because you could wait to watch that black man just hang his head and walk away hopeless, powerless. Because that's the only way y'all know how to have some power over the black man. Look what we did. We killed your kid. You can't do anything. Bitch, the fuck I can't. And I don't mean nothing. Okay? I don't see shit but my bare hands. That's all I need. I promise you. Don't even come looking for me. Don't bring your cameras or nothing, because I promise you, I'm going to punch you in your face for even trying to ask me a question or get an interview. You're not finna get no answers off of me about mine. You're not finna get no views off of no story or nothing off mine. You better go talk. Maybe his daddy I'll talk to. Okay? I know, but the other one, you bet he kind of up there, so he might... I don't know how long he gonna be around. I don't know about his people, though. I don't know about the peoples. We some crazy motherfuckers, boy. I know about the mama and the grandma. I know about her. Alright? Y'all, that's some bold ass shit. I just really, the audacity of these people, though. The audacity of these people. I say train harder. You know what I'm saying? Train the fuck harder. Okay? Y'all too soft. Y'all too soft. Y'all too soft, because people ain't supposed to live. They not supposed to walk this earth. The audacity of it all. When I listened to the father telling that story about when they went to get that phone back, and he was like, shout out to the friends that he was saying he had to keep cool, because they was about to go up in there and set it off. They was trying to get up in that house. Like, y'all got his keys to his car. Y'all came back without my boy. And he was like, he had to hurry up and get over there and get the boys, because they was about to set it off. He's like, we don't want y'all in jail. We want them to feel like they can talk to me and tell me something, because I need to hear something. You know, they the ones know what happened to my son. At that point, they had found him, so I understand where he was coming from. And he don't want them boys to go to jail, you know. So I get it. You know, but that was an opportunity right there to get their ass. Like, we ain't missing no information that we don't have. We already know what it is. Okay, that's just sifting around their lives. I watched this mother on TV. I couldn't even watch those press conferences, because, you know, I respect whatever they doing, but it's hard to watch her stand up there and try to tell them her son was a boy. I don't give a fuck if y'all think my son was a bad boy. However you classify that. If he black, that's how you look at him. But they really don't like the ones they see that really has a promising future. One, especially one that might, you know, get them competition, school sports, college sports, then mess around and you gonna mate with one of they white girls and all that shit. Hell nah. You know, you gonna be real. Slow down, chill out, boy. Go on over there. That shit. You gonna try to be real competition for them in the real world. They can't outdo nothing. Only with these things that they do. And one of them is to get rid of your ass. You gotta go. And I guarantee you that's why they took out Tamila Hosford. Because she had the audacity to think that she was going to fit right in as a soccer mom. And then she was going to have these two black boys in competition with their boys. And it's football and soccer. And it was baseball. I think it was like 3 different sports. You know, moved out here. Do you know how they even got that town, girl? They drowned out all the black people and took that damn town. everything over there, and you and your husband and your children, did y'all do research? Just moved over there, and then you want to go hang out with the white soccer mom? They don't like you. Going to a damn sleepover with their ass? What the fuck did you expect? You didn't wake up in the morning with everybody else. Duh. Okay, now your boys ain't gonna be shit on their team. They ain't gotta worry about it. That little mediocre shit that they think they boys is doing, they get shine, and you know, cause they really ain't that damn good. You're not. Y'all be having too much love in your hearts. You can't see somebody don't fucking like you. They don't like you because they don't like you. But you ought to. First, you got to know that. Then you got to be able to sense. You're the original. You're of this earth. Able to sense the danger. You should know. I'm cool, we're cordial, but you're not my bestie. Or you say, come on, hang out with us. When you say hang out, what are we talking about? There's no hanging out with them. If you're going to the office party, maybe. But you gotta be careful how you do that, you know. But going somewhere with them, sit your ass down somewhere. Y'all can't relate anyway. Sit your ass down. Then you gonna go by yourself? That is, you serving yourself up. They get away with every fucking thing they do. What's your security blanket that you think in your head that you have? Oh, they're not gonna, cause what? There's no consequences, especially if they take out one of you, because that's what they're supposed to do. That's why they all have each other's back every time. All of them. They don't got to know each other. That's the assignment. The fuck? It's to use you, but you don't need to be here in their eyes. When the truth is, they're not supposed to be here. But they can't leave the true ones, the original ones here, and they survive. It's not going to happen. That's not how it works. Everybody. I know you've heard other people say this over the years. It's just not your turn yet. That's the only thing. How many? It's happening to everybody. It's just not your fucking turn yet. And if it hasn't happened to you, it's happened to somebody in your family. It's just not close enough yet, because I don't know. Nobody's exempt. You're going to be really slow because everything's been done to you to keep you under. Okay, I told you this so many years ago. So you're at the bottom now. Y'all can't say nobody else is below you. You can't say the Mexicans, nobody. Everybody is above your ass. So the next thing after that is for you to be gone. Everybody sees that except for you. Everybody knows this except for you. How is that? You can read now. Master can't throw you in jail for reading. Or looking shit up on the internet. I just don't with y'all. I really don't. Okay. But anyway, back to
media. If y'all are so innocent, like y'all trying to portray to be, why y'all moving so sketchy?
Oh, I said I was gonna pull over because
y'all so goddamn innocent, but everybody is hiding.
Nope.
If Nolan was your friend that you grew up with, Warren, Watts, why y'all moving like that? Heck, I'm just trying to understand, if my friend wind up missing and I was with him and I seen him, you think I'm gonna go into hiding, delete all my social media, not talk to the public, not be out there protesting, not standing next to the family, telling them everything that I know about when the last time I see my friend? I'm gonna go into hiding.
They don't protest.
And I'm not gonna say nothing to nobody. And all these imaginary friends coming to the forefront talking about that wasn't him. This, man, we don't want to hear none of that shit. We don't want to hear none of that. Now, this is what the mother said about the Tracy guy that you guys just heard on this news station.
So, Tristan, they don't know you, bruh. But you out here on the news talking about that was you on the boat that day yelling that was not Nolan and you his best friend and this and this and that. But Miss Christine and Nolan's father, they don't know you, bruh. So, who sent you?
Tristan Shepard described himself as Nolan's best friend. He gave an interview.
If I was the mom, I would be suspect of anybody speaking, because I think out of respect, you should have already spoke. If you feel close enough to my child that you're going to come and do an interview, and to top it off, you ain't even talk to the cops who doing the investigation. Baby, if you're going to try to talk to anybody, first you better try to talk to them. Well, honestly, first you better talk to me, because sometimes people talk to the cops and you need to have a lawyer with you. You know, regardless, you need to have a lawyer, because that's their job to get out you. You know, either way it go, and they be done got you to say some shit that it's not helpful. You know what I mean? Or even slick convince you. Maybe you know, they should be good at their job. So yeah, you gonna talk to me first. Okay, you gonna talk to me. You gonna come out here and get on TMZ and all that bullshit, bitch, and you ain't even talk to me? Bestie? I didn't know he was trying to say his bestie, but why is people saying they somebody bestie anyway? Shut up. You was his bestie, but you wasn't with him. And he was the only black boy going to the island with him. So you never said to him, bro. So none of y'all dummies knew. You never said, bro, by yourself. At least I'll go with you. I don't like them. I don't rock with them. But you can't go by yourself, self. So they gonna get a two for one or something on this night. You know. But you going being naive, it's easy to get you. But two of us, yeah, we gonna have to they gonna have to square up, or they gonna have to try again some other time. You know? I just don't, if y'all children are that naive, I would like to think none of mine are. To think that, oh, I'm just gonna go hang out, you know, and go out here with these all white people.
Saying that he was one who was yelling in one of the viral videos that people had mentioning, and said that it wasn't Nolan in the video.
That's not what he said. He said
Nolan,
it was
the girl
his
that
other friend.
Liked,
Why
even though
y'all
he'd
just
never
be saying
interacted
shit?
with this girl before. Her name was Katie. Have you spoken to Tristan since Nolan's
I haven't
passing?
even listened
How are
to
you
his
responding
interviews
to
like
his
that.
account of what happened?
And I know that he
So,
didn't
first-
say that. He didn't say it was him. He said that's another friend that he knows, because he was there when that altercation took place. And he said the voices sound close, and when I looked at it, that's what I thought before I even heard him. The voices sound close, but the altercation clearly is far away from the camera. So the audio doesn't seem to match with whatever they're trying to show. And he's saying that's his friend's voice, because he was present for that altercation. That's what he said. But he didn't say that was him yelling, give him his effing phone. Bro, y'all gotta it's not hard to listen to what somebody said. It be stuff like that, because everybody want to do video, but you're not helping. They're not. Oh, I turned the volume down.
So you need to
Stop the cap.
Let me rewind it, because
stop the count, bro, Tracy.
Alright, let me get
So you need to Stop the cap.
It wasn't even that far away. It's
No
just out
bullshit.
of
Stop the cap, brother.
see.
The goddamn cap.
Shit fell.
All of these boys are guilty. They
So I
deleting
got-
pictures on their social media. They blocking people. They turning off their comments. And these people are supposed to be Nolan's friends. They supposed to be innocent, family. Why are they moving like this? Why? Look at their social media, family. Look at this.
For all of y'all that are saying this is AI, this is not. This is Boy X page. This was a week ago. All of these pictures are on here, including the one with Nolan. And then he deleted it.
Y'all remember this picture? This is the picture that's going viral on social media.
Right?
You got white boys with their arms around Nolan.
Oh yeah, I'm saying that.
They chilling. They whatever they indulging
seen
in.
a lot
They
of
at a party,
pictures,
having a
videos
good time.
of him.
Nolan is the
A
only
lot.
black person in this pool, by the way. It's
A
very strange.
lot.
But you don't hear no white people coming to his defense. No white people. A bunch of mixed people, black coaches, black teachers, everybody want to come to the forefront and tell us, hey, let's stop making this about race. And we know why they doing it, family. We know exactly why they doing it.
But he deleted it off of Facebook.
If black
and
people say,
Instagram,
let's don't
not
make this
realizing
about
you
race,
would
they're
have
a
to
lost
individually
cause.
delete it on Threads, and
The
he
big
got
pictures.
and left it up. It's since been deleted, but why would you delete a
Oh, you
picture
didn't
of
even see
Nolan?
me, huh?
Right, why would you delete pictures
That's
if
sad.
you're innocent? Why are y'all deleting pictures if y'all are Nolan's friends
That's sad.
and you had nothing to do with his disappearance and unaliving? These people is literally scrubbing their social media of pictures
they
of Nolan
are.
and deleting them. They cutting off their comments. But they want us to take the attention off them and just wait for the sheriff to give us any
I
type
mean,
of
the
information.
audacity,
And not
I
only that,
cannot,
they want us to expect that
I
the
cannot
sheriff is
just
going to
sit
tell
back
the
and
truth
keep
about
letting
the
them
evidence that
play
he's lying.
my child face
And the
like
questioning
that.
that he's doing with these children.
Not
No,
saying
we're not waiting on that.
anything
We
about
know how
his
y'all get
parents.
down,
I'm
especially
talking
down
about
there in Mississippi.
I'm just
All this deleting posts, turning off their Instagram comments, all this shady shit. But y'all innocent. Not one of them came to the forefront and spoke on the behalf of Nolan Wells. Not one of his white
life
friends.
gotta stop. Life
But let's
gotta
not make
stop
this about
for
race,
everybody.
family. Let's not pull the race
Fuck with one
card.
of mine. Life
If
gotta
what you're
stop.
saying
I don't
is
give a
true,
fuck.
why did you delete the messages?
Life
out
gotta
his phone?
stop, baby.
Why did you
I'm
delete
saying it.
his
Damn.
snaps?
I'm saying it again.
You did it. It's simple. First of all, you stole your boy's phone because he asked you for it. You, your mama, the judge, her son, and the rest of them little boys, y'all are all thugs.
Facts.
And yeah, so this is clearly his page. So y'all keep talking about his AI because obviously you're his friends, getting in the comment section trying to defend him. Well, the proof is out there.
Are
Look,
we
this
still
is clearly
talking
him.
about the black boy?
And I
Hold
hope
on.
you
Yeah,
get
they try to throw us off
what
with, oh, this is AI, this picture is AI. These are the white people that want Nolan trying to deflect and lie about this picture that was on Evan's page that Evan deleted. We just showed you evidence of the picture that was on Evan's page of Nolan at that pool party, and he deleted it.
I
Why?
hate when they
Why
make
did you delete that
shit
picture?
so small.
That's the question.
I do find that
The
weird.
sheriff
Why
needs-
is everybody deleting everything with Nolan? If they are, because I'm just going by what he's saying. Okay, let me rewind this some because I thought we were talking about the black boy. Like he's showing the pictures in my phone and in millions of others' phones. He can take that whatever he wants. We're gonna pull it and put it right back up. It's your first day on the internet or something. We know where these motherfuckers live.
Their social media, family. Look at this.
For all of y'all that are saying this is AI, this is not. This is Boy Emmy's page. This was a week ago. All of these pictures are on here, including the one with Nolan. And then he deleted it.
Y'all remember this picture? This is the picture that's going viral on social media, right? You
I
got
hadn't seen this specific picture, but this is the picture of the man that I played earlier. What is you typing in my chat? Delete these fucking trolls, cause fuck you and your mama, bitch. the look of this alone, god dang. And then he got his arm around him, and then he around looking at the camera. This looks so sick. It's like, why would you voluntarily put yourself here, brother? I just don't.
Boys with their arms around them. All of these boys are guilty. They deleting pictures on their social media. They blocking people. They turning off their comments. And these people are supposed to be Nolan's friends. They're supposed to be innocent, family. Why are they moving like this?
That's weird.
Look at their social media, family. Look at this.
For all of y'all that are saying this is AI, this is not. This is boy Evan's page. This was a week ago. All of these pictures are on here, including the one with Nolan. And then he deleted it.
Y'all remember this picture? This is the picture that's going viral on social media, right? You got white boys with their arms around Nolan. They chilling. They whatever they indulging in. They at a party having a good time. And Nolan is the only black person in this pool, by the way. Very strange. But you don't hear no white people coming to his defense. No white people. A bunch of mixed people, black coaches, black teachers. Everybody want to come to the forefront and tell us, hey, let's stop making this about race. And we know why they doing it, family. We know exactly why they doing it.
But he deleted it off of Facebook and Instagram, not realizing he would have to individually delete it on Threads. And he forgot and left it up. It's since been deleted. But why would you delete a picture of Nolan?
Right. Why would you delete pictures if you're innocent? Why are y'all deleting pictures if y'all are Nolan friends and you had nothing to do with his disappearance, unaliving?
Doesn't make any sense.
These people is literally scrubbing their social media of pictures of Nolan and deleting them. They cutting off their comments. But they want us to take their attention off them.
That doesn't make any sense.
And just wait for the sheriff to give us any type of information. And not only that, they want us to expect that the sheriff is going to tell the truth about the evidence that he's finding and the questioning that he's doing with these children. No, we're not waiting on that. We know how y'all get down, especially down there in Mississippi.
I don't know about
all this deleting posts.
I'm gonna bring y'all with me so I don't, interrupt the stream. But I don't know about these people on my free coffee. I done already deleted the app because I don't come here that much. But if it was Lowe's, then I could just go in and get my coffee and walk out. It better be good. So this will be my second cup. But I know I'm a to drink a lot of water later. I'm just gonna have to drink some coffee right now. Just
their Instagram comments, all this shady shit, but y'all innocent. Now one of them came to the forefront and spoke on behalf of Nolan Wells, not one of his white friends. But let's not make this about race, family. Let's not pull the race card.
If what you're saying is true, why did you delete the messages?
You should have got behind. You should have went anywhere but behind me.
His snaps. You did it.
Hold on, y'all. We gotta move the
voice phone because he
audio around.
You, your mama, the judge, her son, and the rest of them little boys, y'all are all thugs.
So we gonna pause on the video.
Then yeah, so this is clearly his page. So y'all keep talking about his AI
until we get there. Oh, I hate this palette. It's never signal here. So that means we are in Georgia. Just right in. Okay, toss and jump it. Somebody. Hello. Talking about how these pale people do. They don't even look like they got any coffee.
Want me to get that for you?
Nah, I got it. I got it framed. Happens off. Thank you. Coffee? everything looks gross. Something telling me. Don't do it. Something. I should look. I don't get ice out there machines no more. We can get free refills like sodas and shit. As long as you got a card, you can just. Hello, thank you. You can just pull up and just get your refill. I don't mess with that shit. Them machines, you don't know what kind of bacteria and parasites and shit be coming out. That shit looks so gross. Everything looks gross. You can look at the coffee machine. They got a little Dunkin' Donuts set up over there. All the little flavorings and stuff, which is all bad for you anyway. Chemicals and shit. You can see all the grossness and just everything. It would just be just dumb of me to just. Normally I'll make my own little iced coffee in the bag. Or if I want it hot, I'll make some coffee with stevia. You know. And that's even hoping that the organic coffee is organic coffee and all of that. But I don't drink coffee like that. It's just this week I have. Alright, I'm gonna push y'all over here. That's crazy. That shit look gross. I should have videoed it, posted it on social media, because that shit look real bad. I feel for the ones who do it anyway. Shout out to whoever donated in the chat. I appreciate you. I believe that came from someone from earlier. I gotta get on because my left leg is swole real bad. A lot of it has to do with the positioning of my leg to this driving in the chair. It's just more where it cuts the circulation a lot than my right leg. I think it's an indication of some other issues too, but it definitely has a lot to do with me sitting and driving so much, and I don't like bugs. So feel it's swollen down. Get it myself. Maybe my ass street side sugar.
Hanging around Nolan, trying to deflect.
Because he asked you for it. Your mama, the judge, her son, and the rest of them little boys, y'all are all thugs.
Thanks.
And all them pale people.
And yeah, so this is clearly his page. So y'all keep talking about his AI because obviously you're his friends, getting in the comment section trying to defend him. Well, the proof is out there. Look, this is clearly him.
Brains. That's not the fuck.
And I hope you get.
Yeah, they try to throw us off with, oh, this is AI, this picture is AI. These are the white people that was hanging around Nolan, trying to deflect and lie about this picture that was on Evan's page that Evan deleted. We just showed you evidence of the picture that was on Evan's page of Nolan at that pool party, and he deleted it. Why, Evan? Why did you delete that picture?
Someone that accidentally drowned.
That's the question.
Now he's
the sheriff needs to be going down doing some investigation on Evan. Evan, why are you deleting evidence?
Because why would you delete?
Why you don't want nobody to see that picture? Why you don't want that picture on your profile anymore? Very disgusting behavior from these animals, and Nolan chose to make these people his friends, and this is how they treat him after his body was pulled out of the ocean. These are the people that he called friends. These are the people that he trusted and thought he was safe around. And now that Nolan is no longer here, they deleted pictures, turned off comments, they're not talking to nobody. They are literally protesting in the streets down there in that town. None of his white friends are out there with the black people. None of them. But let's not make this about race. The judge is not out. The judge is not even standing side by side with the family. And she said she grew up with Nolan's mother.
I mean, they know black people don't do nothing.
But she typing away in her home. Instead of taking your stepson over there to Nolan's house and explain to him step by step
what
happened to Nolan. But instead, they want radio silence.
Yeah, everything.
And if it was a black one, and I just want y'all to understand too, because I don't like this either, the difference between us and them, and how you would treat your child versus how they treat their child. You see what they're doing? This is in real time. This is not a story someone's telling you. This is not something that, you know, I'm suggesting that they would do. This is what you are seeing them do. But I bet you, if it was anybody's black mama, and the boy came home, Mom, Nolan didn't come back with us. You know, I'm sorry, Peter didn't come back with us. Or she come back and be like, how's the trip? How's everybody? Where's Peter? Peter have fun, you know, being the only white boy with y'all? Did he have fun? Y'all made Peter comfortable? Peter's still on the island. What you mean Peter's still on the island? Did he go to the island with you? She gonna start tearing your ass up. Did he go to the island with you? So y'all took that white boy out there on that island and you left him. She gonna raise hell to hell with your ass. Now you gonna have the white folks coming to us. If anything happened to that boy, get your friends, get your boat, get your ass back out there and go get him. And I'ma call his mama right now. Or, to be honest, she probably gonna say, y'all get y'all ass back out there and go get him. She not gonna call his mama real quick because the white folk will kill you. Okay? So she wants you to live. So she gives him and take him home and tell him don't tell his mama what happened. Because they come and get your ass up out your bed at night. And I'll be done woke up and your ass is gone. And then we find you in the tree in the morning. Oh, black mama would have took y'all asses over there, drug you by your ear, and made you go over there and tell that white woman everything. Like that's going to exonerate you. But she'd have made you do it. So then, so scared of master, you run right to him. I guarantee it. Ain't no white woman black woman gonna say, oh, Peter didn't come back with y'all? Okay, well, don't y'all tell nobody. They know good and hell well it's somebody who know Peter was out there with y'all. And y'all left Peter on the island. So 9 times out of 10, Peter got plenty of people who can come get him. You know, because they stole all our shit, so they done built a different lifestyle for themselves. But that still don't account for the fact that you left Peter on a remote island and he was the only white boy with all y'all black boys. Y'all wouldn't even done it because y'all know if I go home and tell my mama we left one of y'all here, that she ain't gonna she gonna whoop our ass. We're gonna have to get back out here and come get you. Y'all know ain't nobody black mama going for that shit. But that's not how they do. Huh? That's not how they do. You see how they do. They don't care about you. Eliminating you is what they're supposed to do. So why would they have him run into the mama to help her out? No, we gonna say we don't see no hear, we ain't seen shit, we ain't heard. You ever watch that movie with Richard Pryor in curly hair? Oh gosh. See no evil, hear no evil? Who? Us? Nolan? Oh shit. Oh yeah. Child. Whatever. That's pretty much where they at with it.
I hope you eat bologna sandwiches. I hope you get to prison and they do what they need to do to you. I hope you get everything comes back to you. I hope Nolan gets his lick back.
Ridiculous, man. Just fucking ridiculous. These
ancestors might get them, but
sneaking and tired.
Ain't gonna let that happen to them.
Make no goddamn this morning with a community clamoring for answers about the death of 18-year-old Nolan Weld.
Of a testimony of one of the girls, and it was released, right? It was a testimony release, and she actually talked about that Nolan was not left behind and was waiting on a girl. So I really want you guys to pay attention and listen to what this young lady described in her testimony. Salute to the family, salute to the chat. We are in the building. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. We are looking for answers, family.
Come on with it.
We will not stop until we get justice for Nolan. We will not stop until all these lies and all these fake narratives stop. We will drown out the lies. We will drown out the false narrative.
Play it.
This name calling that the Sembos is trying to do. Oh, y'all looking for a payday. The family looking for this. The family trying to do this. Y'all making it about race. I'm just here to inform you.
It is about race.
That I am making this case strictly about race, because it is about race. So y'all can stop it with it. Let's stop making it about race. It's over for that. This case is about.
I'm approved. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm approved. It's about race.
Let's smash that like button, family. We got 330 viewers in the building.
But
I'm so glad to host you guys on the evening. Make sure you guys
content.
smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. To my channel members, I appreciate you guys. Let's get into it, family.
Disgusting. I can't verify if this video is real or not, but all these friends have a different story, and it's all suspect. And the fact that his parents didn't even get to see his body, that they identified him just by dental records, like what happened to this poor kid within just 2 days, that he had to be identified only by his teeth.
Think about that, family. Think about that. The family to this day has not yet seen his body.
Are you serious?
They identified Nolan by dental records. And later on in this stream, it will all make sense of the reason why the family has not seen his body.
I don't like that.
And they had to identify.
Hold on, pause me. Pause you, but pause me. Put me on pause. I don't like that. And a lot of times that will be the case. I mean, they found them out there. A lot of times, just think about it. The only way you would see your loved one is if you were there when you saw them lying there. And that will likely be the last time you see them until they give them back to you for funeral arrangements. They don't let you go in, for the most part, and see bodies. I noticed a long time ago that this whole identify your child or your loved one by going in to see them stopped a long time ago. Of course, I walked in to see my mom, but we were there up on her. We arrived pretty much with her. We knew who she was. We're identifying her as she's coming in. So, you know, that's kind of slightly different. She happened to pass shortly thereafter, like during it, but they stop for some reasons. I have some suspicions as to why, but they generally, as a rule, do not let you go in and identify bodies anymore. They'll ask you to do it through shit like that, right? Dental records, regardless of whatever's supposed to happen, the conditions and all that. They make it very hard for people to see their loved ones when they pass until they give them back to you to bury. And I think that it's so they can put them in a more powerful position. And in this case, doesn't that make sense? Because, of course, being that something happened or suspected to happen, but either way, we want to find out what was the cause of his passing. He's going to have to go to autopsy and things. It kind of makes sense that they're not going to let them in to see him, because normally, again, they don't let you see them until they're done, because technically they gotta y'all let them make these laws. Once there's a body, that body is no longer your child or whatever, it belongs to them. That's how they rock. And you that's why you could try to put up a fight or whatever, but they give it back to you when they want to. And at that point, whatever's done is done. The only grace you got off that is that person is already deceased. But whatever they doing, it's done. And for when it comes to our people, I don't trust they have Henrietta Lacks. Okay, they know more than you about you than you know. So anyway, but they can try to, you know, move some things around. You know, that like whatever their storyline is gonna be, they're gonna make that in line up as much as possible. And the person who's doing the independent autopsy is getting him after. So they still have an advantage. And then you gotta hope that person is detained and everybody can be touched. Everybody is compromised. This is their world. Y'all let it be their world. You and everyone before you, let it be their world. Craziest thing ever. Craziest thing. I'm the supreme one. I am the one. How? Sway? How? Don't, none of that shit, nothing should intimidate us from day one all the way up until the end of this motherfucker. We are it. Nothing could be more in tune with this entire everything. This thing that we're on and everything out there. That's all us. You gotta be shitting me.
This is public records. Not dental records. So what happened to Nolan's body?
Let everything run your ass.
Why is the parents not allowed to see Nolan? And today is what? July 15th?
Good Lord, send light, love, and prayers out to the family. I can only imagine how hard this has to be to go through in real time amongst the public, and we just want justice for Nolan. Because if this was an accident, his parents wouldn't be going through this.
Right.
Always trust a mother's intuition. Secret Service Sam out Samson for president of the world. Secret Service Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update. And Nicole Everything has this amazing audio that is bizarre to say the least. Listen to this. We got out to the island around like 10:30. Everybody was hanging out, having a good time.
So I want to, can y'all hear it, family? This is how loud this can go. I want to make sure y'all hear the lady. This is her testimony. She said they got around to the island around 10:30 and they was having a good time.
And then it came time to leave, and so Wyatt was like, Nolan, get on the boat. Like, we're leaving. And
She said Nolan was like, Wiley, let's get on the boat. Wiley was like, Nolan, let's get on the boat. It's time to leave.
Nolan was talking to that girl, Katie McCormick, and he was like, no, I'm just gonna go back. I'm like, no. TikTok only lets you send 1 minute video.
I don't believe her.
He was like, oh, I'm just gonna go back with Katie. And we'll be right behind y'all. We're all going to the same house, the same place. He was like, I'll be right behind y'all. Y'all go ahead without me. I'll see y'all. Like, I'm literally gonna be right behind y'all, whatever.
First of all, I hear lie all in her voice. Okay, my spirit done already told me she lied. So I don't need it, nothing else. She's lying. And secondly, why did you take so long to come out with this? And thirdly, shut the fuck up, because you only came out with this just yesterday. We was on here saying you don't even have the girl that he claimed to have stayed back, or proof of no friend group or nobody to verify that he was saying he wanted to stay back. All you got is you saying that he said he wanted to stay back. And then boom, here we go. They answering all prayers now. And slowly but surely they're answering all prayers. That's about like Minx gonna send a ship email after the bank get on that ass and be like, hey, you got to cough that money up. Go say that shit to your mom, honey. We ain't buying it.
Because they were like, hey, you should go with Katie.
We ain't buying it.
Well, then everybody got back in, and we were all at Ava's house, and Wyatt was like, where's Nolan? He was like, is he coming with Katie? And they're like, yeah. And Warren was like, let me call him, ask where he is. Or Warren was like, I have his phone. Like, somebody call Katie and ask where he is. And then they called Katie. And that's when they found out that no one ever went with her either.
Did you hear that, family? They said they went back to Warren's home and they was asking where Nolan was. And they said that Nolan was with the Katie girl. And they called Katie, and Katie verified that he never left with her. He wasn't with him. So why are y'all pushing this narrative that he wanted to stay behind to be with Katie? This young lady said that they called Katie, said that he wasn't with her. He didn't leave with her. So what happened between the time that Warren or what?
It doesn't make any sense. I don't think that Nolan has a problem getting girls. But that's just me making an assumption. However, if Katie and them is going to the same house, any and everybody, unless Katie is your girlfriend already and y'all are familiar with each other, you know her, she know you, y'all are familiar with each other, you you got her back, she got your back, that's your girl. Then you might ride with her and her friends. Might. Or you might tell her to come ride with y'all. As a man, he probably gonna tell her to ride with them because he the man. He feel more secure with the ship and the people that he came in. Then that's almost like moving into her house instead of telling her to come live at your house. So why would he, for any reason, chill on a remote island and be like, I'm gonna ride with this new girl that I met, and we all going to the same place anyway? Yeah, you a man. Your first shit is security. You want to get there. Then you work on the rest. Okay? If you got Katie sold up, then good. If not, then hey, it's another girl, another day. Might be another girl there at the same party. Who knows? But it ain't that serious. Because what's going to happen on her boat? You don't know. You don't know if some dude's on there, you're going to have to deal with the hate or nothing. Ain't no dude finna do that. He not going to say, I'm going to stay back with this Katie girl I just met and ride with her. We all going to the same place anyway. No, Katie, I see you when you get there, and me and the boys about to be there, okay? All right, yeah, you going to be there? Yeah, I'm going to be there. They can flirt all the way up to the end. But I bet you he going to get on the boat that he came in. These things that they're saying doesn't make logical sense. And still, since y'all answering prayers and shit, y'all taking requests. Since you're taking requests, here's one. I'm going to say it again. Okay? Because this one clearly hasn't been answered yet. Make it make sense. What was the conversation? I'm going to say it slowly in case you're in the back today. What was the conversation that led you to have his phone? Y'all still working on that one? I know you are. It's gonna take a while because there is absolutely no story that you, boy, you won't come on here and say it in a video because I'll send a ghost over there to chop you in your throat. I promise you. Dead in your throat. You be like, what happened? Who did that? Somebody chopped me in my throat. Right while you saying it. You got no conversation that makes sense while you're leaving him on the island. But you're going to take his phone. It wasn't, oops, he forgot it. Katie ain't that bad. He needs his phone. He needs his phone. Even if y'all were at the gas station, Katie pulls up, she gonna come back to the party with us at the crib. She gonna chill, and I'm gonna hop in the car with her because I want to make sure she come. She say she coming, but hey, since you coming, I'm gonna ride with you. We can talk on the way there. Cool. But really, you're just trying to make sure she come. You gonna leave your phone in the car? Hey, bro, toss me my phone real quick. I'm gonna ride with Katie. We're going right to the house. Either way it go, he's gonna get that phone. He needs his phone. If anything happens, if he needs to call for help or a ride, especially being on a remote island, he gonna send SOS? He's not slow. He's a big boy. He's gonna be like, I can't go without my phone. Plus, why would somebody else have my phone? It's no good to me if I don't have it. Why are they gonna have it? Nobody's gonna leave their phone. It just doesn't work like that. Hell, most people addicted to their phone anyway. Okay, you gonna make sure you got that phone. You might lose your keys or something before you lose your phone. I just did that the other day. Got right out with my phone, but with not my keys. I locked the door because I thought I had my thing on, which I didn't. But you know, my phone was in my hand, and I put my phone in this bag. That's probably what it's for: water bottle, phone, and keys. And I got out without it. Why did you stop? Okay, you do it. Go. You have no phone. You can't come up with it. Y'all ain't that smart or intelligent to come up with a story that is going to make sense as to why you ended up with his phone and his car keys. The keys, he left them because he wasn't driving his car anyway. Okay, fuck the keys. We ain't worried about that. We'll let that father figure out the story because he the one who was over there and went through the key thing. And you know, most of us, we don't bring nothing we don't need to when we're going to get in the water. If you love being in the water, then we already know that. You know, you just gonna have to find somewhere to secure your keys all the time. Like, no. Why would I bring car keys if I'm not even bringing my car? Okay, what else I need? House keys? My roommate is here. Like, I don't know. Maybe that, but I can tie it on my neck in a necklace or, you know, somehow. But keys probably was already at the house. Which it makes sense why the girl was able to say where it was, unless she was there after they came back. I don't know. But the phone. It's the phone for me. It's the phone for me. Even if you say we had his phone because I was holding it because he was in the water. You had to have a conversation with him about him staying there. It's not going to end without give me my phone. Toss me my phone. I'm gonna need my phone. In case I need to hit y'all up. Hell, we might flip over. A shark might come. I don't know. Big ass damn crocodile. You know, some sea creature that nobody knew was there done woke up. A storm. Her ex-boyfriend showed up. I wasn't in. Nobody told me. I don't think he was that naive to go with a girl he just met. I'm pretty sure his dad had that talk with him. You know, you can lose your life doing stupid shit like that. And we all going to the same house. Make it make sense. So the whole leave it back story doesn't make sense. But you can try to flip that, and we gonna shoot it down every time. But you can't even play. I swear, I'll kick you in your throat through the phone. Try it. Try and give a story. Don't type it. Do it with a video since you're so confident that you're sitting out here telling truth. Come on, do a video and say it with your mouth why you got his phone. How did he leave and tell you, you keep my phone because it makes sense. I should not keep my phone, although I'm staying here on this remote island with this weird girl I just met. Stranger. She's a stranger. Yet we're all going to the same place. A whole nother friend group. Who's a friend group? Is it a friend group or is it a girl? You guys are liars. You're liars. You're all liars.
Said that, come on, Nolan, let's get on the boat and go home. And Nolan said, no, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to go link up with Katie. So all of a sudden, it hit their mind when they got back to Warren home and said, hey, where's Nolan at? Why would you ask for Nolan at if Nolan told you before you left the island where he was going to go? So what made y'all call Katie to verify what Nolan at? If Nolan told you when y'all was at the island where he was at and what he's about to do, why are y'all questioning where Nolan at? He told you, right? He was going with Katie. So y'all called Katie. Katie said he wasn't with me.
This is another thing, and I don't know, maybe it's us, and maybe that's not something they do. But I bet you if it was another white person, they would too, because I grew up around these mofos. I know a mom would want to verify that story. I know that two white boys are not going to say, they're not going to have their other white boyfriend say to them, nah, man, I'm going to go with Katie. They're going to be looking at him like, since when are we this dummy? Like, what, you about to go with a girl that we don't know? She not your girlfriend? Where's she at? Who is she? At least let me see that this is real, because maybe you got a fever. You know, stuff can be wrong with people all of a sudden, and we don't know why, but if they acting weird, we're gonna be suspicious, right? So they're gonna be like, Katie who? Where she at? He riding with you? You gonna make sure your people straight. He riding with you. And y'all coming to the house. Yeah. Who all with y'all? Alright, bro, you sure about this? Okay, let me talk to my boy for a minute. I just want to make sure that he good. They gonna pull him to the side. They gonna have his ass damn near in the chokehold. Hey man, what you why you doing, like, what's up with that? Why don't you just come with us? She coming here. Like, they gonna try to talk to him and let him know this ain't making no sense. Like, who else on that boat? Like, is there downstairs to the boat? Like, well, it's not a yacht, but I'm just saying, like, they gonna be suspicious. Like, bro, you sure this is a safe thing for you to do? And if he insists, at least they know, at least they verify with her, because it just doesn't make any sense. They're not gonna just be like, all right, because that's pretty much what happened with Nolan, according to them. He said, I'm going with Katie, and they was like, all right, boss, holla at you. I mean, it's believable because what Michael's saying, they don't really care about us. We get that part. That's what makes it believable, but it's not realistic as what would really happen. You can ask anybody, any group of guys, if they didn't even know about this story, so they can try to give a BS answer to try and cop. Because I guarantee you, ask two black guys, then go ask two white guys. They're gonna give you a different story. You know why? Because everybody done heard about this case. But if they didn't hear about the case, or the case didn't exist, and you ask them, they're all gonna say, we gonna tell our boy he ain't going with that girl. If he insists, I don't know. It depends on how tight they are. They might fight him. They might have to knock him out and put him on the boat like they did Mr. T on the airplane. They might wrestle their boy up and put him on the boat, because we gonna have to take you to the hospital, bro, because you bumped your head. Did you eat something? Like, did a sea creature bite you when you was underwater? Like, we don't know what's wrong with you. Wake up in the morning and find your body floating in the water because we didn't take heed to the fact that this don't make no sense. We don't even move like this. How we gonna just let you go with this chick and then we gonna be stressing until you show up? And there's nothing we can do in between. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you put us through that? Just come with us. And if you're drunk, hell yeah, come on. You don't know what you're doing. Come on. We're gonna fight tonight and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Get your ass on this boat. All of them are gonna say that to you. Because even if he say, man, she gonna let me hit on the boat, man, you don't know that for sure. Get your ass on this boat talking stupid. She's setting you up. She gonna try to rob you or something. Like, bro, no, she not gonna let you hit on the way there. Get your ass on. It's not gonna work. They're not gonna let him go. And I'm not a guy, but I'm pretty sure.
He wasn't with me. These people's stories are all over the place. They need to arrest and lock all these goddamn demons up, because all of them are fucking lying. Y'all done something to that boy, and I'm telling you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's best for y'all to just come forward now.
We all know this. We all know.
Come forward now if you got any conscience,
that y'all
know what y'all
did
need to know.
We know this.
Let me play it back.
What happened to this poor kid within just 2 days that he had to be identified?
Y'all contacting the Coast Guard at 11 p.m. if y'all was out there having a good time. By her words, 11 p.m. How is y'all reporting that he's missing at 11 p.m. on the same day, and y'all are with him? This don't make sense. it has been confirmed that a friend, what friend? What's the friend name? Why is the friend reporting Nolan missing at 11 p.m. on July 4th? This is the same day that y'all went on this boat trip and y'all are partying on this island. This doesn't make sense.
Since clarified that a friend of Nolan contacted the Coast Guard around 11 p.m. on July 4th, the night he disappeared, it just seems like there is a massive cover-up. And what are they laughing about in the end of the video?
Exactly.
It's disgusting. I can't verify if this video is real or not, but all these friends have a different story, and it's all suspect. And the fact that his parents didn't even get to see his body, that they identified him just by dental records. Like, what happened to this poor kid within just 2 days that he had to be identified only by his teeth?
And that, I think, in my opinion, these are my opinion, and it is allegedly, for the family to not still see Nolan's body, it tells me that they did something traumatic to his body. They done something to his body. He was either beat to death, tortured to death, or something like that. Because why in the hell is the mother and the father not allowed to see their son, and it's July the 15th? Y'all found him on July the 6th. We going on almost 2 weeks, family, and they have yet to see Nolan's body. Identified Nolan from dental records. These friends got so many conflicting stories. Everybody want to push the shift towards Katie. This young lady said, Katie said that, hey, he wasn't with me. So y'all can stop putting all the blame on me. Stop saying that he stayed behind to be with me. He wasn't with me. I haven't seen him. This young lady is laughing, sniffing, coughing all in the video. She is lying. Warren is lying. All three of these white boys is lying. And these lies is going to get y'all caught up. And the guilt that's eating that young lady up that was just speaking on this audio, ma'am, it would be in your best interest to come forward and tell us what happened to Nolan. Tell us what happened to Nolan, ma'am. You know exactly what happened. Because none of y'all, not one of his white friends that was in that picture at that pool party, came forward to speak on behalf of Nolan. They deleting pictures, cutting off their comments. But this is their childhood friend. This young lady said, why are y'all blaming Eric and White and Warren them when they are his childhood friend? So why the fuck is his childhood friends are not the loudest? If my friend was last seen with me and we was out partying somewhere, I would be the loudest in the room. I would be more louder than the parents. I will be standing right next to the parents. Whatever press conference that the parents is attending, I will be right there next to them, giving y'all information about my friend that I grew up with, that I was with on this pool party, but nobody's saying nothing. Random black people coming out here talking about they best friends of Nolan, trying to sway our attention off those three white boys and put them on this imaginary girl. They stated that she did not see Nolan and he was not with her. So at the time of this so-called girl, right, because Judge Cole, and I hope you get this barred, man, for what you did on your platform, saying that Nolan made the decision. You victim blame that boy with no goddamn evidence or proof. Talking about Nolan made the decision to stay back, and another friend group was coming to pick him up. So why you don't ask your goddamn son who is coming to pick him up? Because you know why? It's a fucking lie, Judge Cole, and you covering it up. You are helping these boys get away with murder. Allegedly. This is my opinion. This is disgusting. All these goddamn lies, and they pick their boy body out the ocean, and ain't nobody got no damn answers. All these goddamn stories going all over the goddamn place. He was over here. He was at a pool party. Oh, that wasn't him. That was me on the video. Oh, he was with Katie. Oh, somebody else was coming to pick him up. You mean to tell me we got all these goddamn scenarios and y'all running with that he drowned, but nobody knows nothing? Nobody knows nothing, but y'all know all these scenarios. Pool party, Katie, other friend group coming to pick him up. Cell phone and keys is with Warren. Y'all back at the house. And something in y'all mind say, let's call Katie and see what Nolan did. Hey, Katie, you with Nolan? No. Did Nolan stay back with you? No, he wasn't with me. So what the fuck happened to Nolan?
Right.
But these are y'all white friends. These are y'all white friends. Disgusting. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Thank you guys for joining me on this evening. I appreciate you guys. Let's get the likes up, family. Let's get 400 likes. Let's get 400 likes because we have to push this out here in the algorithm, family. And I see a lot of people questioning the family, talking about why are they doing so many interviews. Are you guys stupid? These people are not covering Nolan Wells. Just because you see Nolan Wells on your timeline, that is not mainstream media. There are so many news outlets that's refusing to talk about Nolan. But every last single one of them made a video about Carmelo Anthony. Every last single one of them made a video degrading and talking shit about Carmelo Anthony, but they have yet to say anything about Nolan Wells. So that's what the family is doing right now. They're getting their son's voice out there. So all you black people that's out here tap dancing, shut the hell up while we working right now. If you don't like it, stop paying attention to it. Because we will not stop talking about Nolan. If it rubs you the wrong way, fuck you. Telling the family why they keep doing press conferences, doing interviews is repetitive at this time, and they lost their goddamn son, and ain't nobody giving them no damn answers.
That's crazy.
His childhood friends ain't even contacting the mother. Nobody saying nothing to the mother. Judge Ashley Cole said she grew up with Nolan's mother, but she never once said, I contacted her.
Nope.
I stand with the mother. She said, let's take the attention off her and her son, and let's keep the attention on Nolan. No, man, we're going to keep the attention on you. This is a cover-up. This is disgusting how these people are behaving right now.
It is.
So, this is his coach, right, family? His coach that came out and said that this is not about race. This is probably the second or third black person that's out here talking about, let's not make this about race. And you have to ask the question, family, why they're sending black people to be the face of the narrative that we need to stop making it about race.
Let me ask this question. If you weren't even involved in the situation, how can you be confident on what it's about? We don't even know what happened to him, but y'all gonna say it's not about race. How can you say that with a straight face and expect anybody to have some respect for you? That doesn't make any sense.
Wrap it up, take your ball, go home. This is absolutely about race, and I'm gonna keep it about race. Stop playing with us. We ain't playing no fucking games with y'all.
No.
But one of the coaches sat down with TMZ family, and he had this to say. Salute to the family, salute to the chat, salute to my channel members. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me on this evening. Let's get it, family.
Nolan, because he coached him in high school football. Tracy Lampley, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you. Everybody go to TMZ.
Be right back. Welcome back to TMZ Live. The mystery surrounding Nolan Wells' death continues because his family has not gotten the answers that they are demanding, that they deserve, quite frankly. And the autopsy results are not yet. So they are still just looking for any answers. And the sheriff has come out and said that he would love for anyone who was on Horn Island that day to come forward on July 4th and to let them know what they saw. The problem they have is that Horn Island is there's nothing there. There are no buildings.
Salute to the open book.
Basically.
Salute to Monica.
There are no cameras. There's no.
Salute to D-Royal. Shout out to y'all.
Salute
Salute to Monica. Shout out to you guys.
The authorities need people to come forward and tell them what.
Make sure you guys go subscribe to the Open Book and D-Royal channel. They be doing good work. Salute to you guys.
A lot of the people in Nolan's life, of course, still grieving his loss, and some of them very much involved in the search and in the support of his family after this tragic death. So one of them is joining us now, someone who was close with Nolan because he coached him in high school football. Tracy Lampley, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. So Tracy,
I'm not gonna lie, just seeing his face is pissing me off, bro. Because I know what they doing right here, sending him out here to speak on the behalf of Nolan.
To TMZ.
These people know exactly. See, this is how they play in our face, family. These people is really playing in our face.
Yeah.
My understanding is you were close to the family, and you actually, helped in the search for Nolan before his body was found. Can you give us a sense of what his parents think happened here? Do they believe this was just an unfortunate accident, tragedy, or that it's something more sinister?
How you gonna speak?
Well, just to correct you a little bit, I didn't actually help for the search, but I was in Ocean Springs when it happened, and I was still in disbelief when I got the news that Nolan was missing. So when I got all the details surrounding the case, that they told me he was out at Horn Island, and he came up missing and whatnot, I talked with his dad, and we just had a conversation that was kind of after the fact when they had found his body, because I was just giving the family their respect that they deserve, and when everything first took place, but I was sharing all the detail that the family was sharing, just putting the word out there, and just so that everybody could be on notice and everybody be paying attention to what the parents was asking of the community. But I gave the family their space, but then when they found their body, I pulled up to the house and just paid my respect, and me and the dad had conversation.
No, he's not the head coach. He is the assistant coach, right? And TMZ is titled, they titled this on purpose. Nolan Wells football coach joined. This is not his. This is his assistant coach. The head coach is a white man. The principal is a white man. They was not about to bring a white man to come out here and advocate for Nolan Wells. They was not going to do that. Send the blackface out there. This is what they do with their token blacks. They send the blackface out there, right? So it can lower the temperature down, so black people won't be so mad like, oh, this is a black person telling us to do. We don't listen to people like this. I don't listen to people. I don't give a damn what this coach talking about. What he's saying is not going to change my mind, not one bit.
Why is he doing the interview?
Because I see how these friends are moving. I see how their parents are moving. I'm seeing how their sheriff is moving. I'm seeing how their town is moving. Those people, I highlighted them yesterday on my live stream, family. I highlighted the community down there, boots on the ground, that's advocating for Nolan. And I don't see not one of his friends down there protesting on the behalf of their so-called childhood friend. I didn't even see the coach with his fat ass out there. But he want to hop on TMZ and try to tell us what we need to do and what we need to stop focusing on. This won't work. This is a message to the white supremacists. This is a message to the dominant society. Sending your black tokens out here to try to sway the narrative somewhere else will not work. We are too smart. You see all these black intelligent people over here in my live stream right now. We are not falling for this shit. Y'all been doing this for so long, we caught on to the game. With all due respect, fuck what this coach talking about.
And we talked, and man, it's just devastating.
When you say you talked to the dad, did he kind of accept this as an accident and a tragic?
I just think that's rude. I think it's rude to bring this dude on here and try to ask him what the dad and mom. It's like you asking him to spy, right? What did the dad and mom say? If you didn't get an interview with the dad and mom, then you don't get to hear what they have to say. They doing enough, talking in press conferences and stuff. Is that information not good enough for you? You want to bring someone that he claimed he talked to him, so now you want him to come back and tell you what they said? Maybe they said something to him. Why is they freaking their eyes at it? Maybe they said something to him that they didn't say in a press conference. You want him, he's supposed to reveal that too. I think it's shady of him to be on here doing this interview.
Or was he more suspicious?
Well, no, he was more so just searching for answers right now, because it had just happened, and there was a lot of questions still unanswered. You know what I mean? And like the family just want to know what happened and what was going on, because the questions that they've been asking have not, truly been answered. And so we all now just sitting back and waiting on the autopsy to come back and waiting on the family to give more details about, what they have received moving forward.
Tracy, can you tell us, just talk to us about Nolan? Obviously, he's a high school football star, and usually high school football stars have a pretty close relationship with their coaches. What can you tell us about just Nolan as a human being, and what you saw from him and how he interacted with other people in school, with his friends?
And before he go, family, I just find it so convenient that the high school that Nolan attended, the head coach couldn't even take time out of his day to come speak to the public about Nolan Wells. He couldn't even give us 5 minutes of his time. But they want us to not make this about race. All the white people, the teachers, the coaches, even his community college, nobody is coming to speak to Nolan, but they want to send all these token blacks out here thinking that this is going to change anything. The temperature is on 1,000 with me. I am only reviewing this so the family can see this shit in 4K. This will not work. This will not stop us from doing the work that we are doing over here in black media. We have one question and one question only. What happened to Nolan? And why in the hell do the parents not have the right to view the body of their child? And today is July the 15th. Today is July 15th. They flew his body to Washington to get an independent autopsy, and they have yet to see his body. Ridiculous.
Yes, Nolan was a great young man, with a big personality. Everybody gravitated to Nolan because of his smile. He just wanted everybody to be happy, and he was a joy to coach, a joy to be around. To sum Nolan up, long story short, Nolan is a guy that I would let date my daughter. That's the kind of character he had. That's the kind of person that his family raised.
So, getting to the last time he was seen on the island, I think just your point of view on his personality is interesting. I mean, there were rumblings that he may have gotten into an argument, that there might have been a confrontation or something like that. I mean, was he a guy who would stand up, where, his hackles would go up, or was he more of a get-along type guy?
He's more of a get-along type guy. Don't get me wrong. Now, if something happened, he'll defend himself. But I knew right then in that video that wasn't Nolan. But out of respect, the person that I knew who it was, I waited until he spoke about it. And then, I told people, oh, yes, that's who that was in the video. It was another person, another kid that I, taught at Ocean Springs. And I knew exactly that wasn't Nolan during that time.
So, there's been some talk about, one of the theories is that
him knowing Nolan don't mean a goddamn thing. We don't care about if he know Nolan or not. What him knowing Nolan got anything to do with this case? We understand that Nolan was a upstanding young man. We heard enough of that. We need answers about what happened to him. I don't want to hear nothing from no coaches telling us about we know Nolan and this and that. We don't want to hear none of that. Nolan's body was pulled out of the damn lake. We need answers about that. We can talk about Nolan history. We done talked about that enough. We know he graduated high school. We know he played college football. We know that he don't have a criminal history. We know that he was raised in a two-parent household. We know everything that we need to know about this young man. He was an excellent young man. Now we need questions about what happened to him. Not bringing coaches out the woodwork and try to tell us about, well, I know that this wasn't him in this video. You don't know nothing. You wasn't there.
Was drinking, and that there was a riptide that day, and that maybe he got caught in a bad current out there. Knowing him as an athlete, and we've heard that he did know how to swim, would that surprise you if he ended up in that situation, just from what you know about him as an athlete?
Yes, I mean, it would surprise me, that happened, but like I said, man, I'm just waiting till the family, give out, details of what they done gathered, since, his body being recovered. I don't want to, put no information out there and speculate and add more fuel to the fire. So I'm just really sitting back, waiting on the family to give, the public, more facts about the case, because as sensitive as the case is, I don't want to start no rumors or have nobody saying that coach said this and that ain't true. So now I'm just sitting back, waiting on the family to give the public, details about it, and I think in due time that information will come out.
And finally,
man, we don't see you nowhere out here advocating for Nolan. TMZ called you on this platform for a reason. That high school put you out here on the forefront for a reason, because they're trying to turn the temperature down on the race issue in this case. Stop asking people about what type of person Nolan is. We know what type of person Nolan is by now. We are almost 2 weeks into this case. 2 weeks since they found his body. We didn't heard enough about what type of young man he is. We need answers about why did Nolan end up by himself on that island and that rescue team dragging his body out that lake. That's all I want to talk about now. That's all I want to talk about. We know what type of young man he was. He was one of our best. Just like Carmelo Anthony, just like Daniel Irvin. One of our best. We are past that now. We are tired of y'all coming out here trying to sway our opinions to get our attention off those 3 boys that was last seen with him. They came back home, family, and went radio silent. I really want you guys to really understand this. The people that grew up with him went radio silent. Think about your closest friends, family, that you know personally in your life, that you hang out with, that you grew up with. Think about if something happened to you, they go radio silent. They don't even talk to nobody. They didn't even go look for your body. They didn't even help the people that were searching for you and then pulled your body out the lake. Your childhood friend that you grew up with, that you felt safe with, that you drink with, you turn up with, they didn't even go help search for your body. And not only that, your childhood friends deleted their social media. They not out in the street protesting. You got random strangers on the internet like me that's advocating for you. You got random people that's out there in that community stomping for you. But your childhood friends gone, ain't saying nothing. Not one white person is standing up for Nolan right now. And they think that it's going to stop us from continuing to call those devils out because they presenting black people to us. That would not work. Nice try though, but they won't work. We too intelligent.
Look, there's a reality to life these days. Was there racial tension at the school? I mean, you were certainly able to observe, and it's something people are talking about. And whether it's a factor at all or not, was there racial tension at the school?
No, I don't think it was no racial intention at the school. From my experience.
How would you know this, sir? You don't know about all the situations that go on in this school. You reading from a script. They told you to say that. If they ask you, if you want to keep your job at this high school, go out there, turn the temperature down on the race card, right? Make it seem like that this is not about race, because the head coach is too coward and a piece of shit for not coming out speaking on behalf of his former athlete. Their body was poured out the lake, so he sent you. You should feel disrespected. It should be you and this coach on this call, and the principal. All of y'all are supposed to be on this call talking on the behalf of Nolan. The school ain't made a statement. The head coach ain't made a statement. Nobody made a statement. But go send that black boy out there to tell them that, hey, I didn't see no racial tensions at the school. Really? You really believe that? You really believe that lie? Body language means everything. This guy is looking up at the ceiling because he's pulling shit out of his head that don't even make sense. He's doing exactly what he was told to do by that head coach. Because the head coach is watching this. He could have been side by side by you. From the looks of your background, you are at the school facility. The coach is there. Why he did not jump on this call? They only asked you 4 questions.
Because you predominant white school, you have black kids there, and they all, played and grew up together and got along. Now,
They all grew up and got along together. But nobody is speaking on behalf of their friend that they grew up. I'm hearing this from everybody that's in this situation. Everybody is repeating the same thing. They all grew up together. They all get along. But the 3 white boys in question is silent.
Like they never
not saying anything. Deleting pictures. Lying about him being with Katie. Katie confirmed she was not with him. You can't sit up here and tell me that Nolan went out here on his boat trip with you guys and he was left behind and don't nobody know shit. This is what's triggering me. Y'all keep saying that y'all don't know nothing. I'm getting pissed off right now.
Yeah.
Some stuff might have happened that I didn't see. So, I can't speak wholeheartedly on it, but from what I did see, it was a tight-knit community, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Well, Tracy, we really appreciate you sharing what you know about Nolan and the kind of young man he was. We thank you for being with us. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Pointless. There was no point of him even coming onto this platform and saying what he said.
No.
That last question was the only reason why they brought him on here.
Yeah.
That head coach told him to go out here and say that exact statement that he made when he was asked, do you think it was any racial tensions at that school? No, it wasn't. Not to my knowledge. Everybody grew up together. Everybody knew each other. Oh, really? But my childhood friend ain't out here stomping for me right now? My childhood friend ain't out here looking for me right now? My childhood friend that I grew up with ain't with my family demanding answers right now? But it's nothing about race. The white kids and the black kids that went to this predominantly white school, they all got along. There was no racial tensions. This black coach was at the school. You guys see it in the background. He at the school. And the head coach, which is a white man, is sitting in his office. And he don't give 2 fucks about Nolan. Not 2 fucks. Ridiculous. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. I appreciate you guys for joining me on this evening. Thank you guys so much. While you guys are here, smash that like button for me, family. Salute to my channel members. I appreciate you guys. None of this is making sense to me, family. I don't care what they say. I don't care what type of black. They can bring out goddamn Denzel Washington out here. I don't want to hear what you got to say, Denzel. What happened? Only thing that I want to know is what happened to Nolan. Answer that question. He was with them. He was over. Somebody supposed to did this, and he was with her. And, okay, can I ask those 3 white boys that left him? Why we can't talk to them? Why we can't talk to them?
Where's their interview at? Okay, that's an interview we wouldn't mind.
Exactly, Earn Will. That's a good goddamn. Earn Will said, notice the media haven't asked any white people if they think race had played a part in Nolan's murder, but they asked every black person, and it's a reason why they asking it. It's a reason. It's a reason why they're asking the black people, because they think that we are so stupid, family, that we are going to listen to their token blacks tell us that it's not about race, so we can turn the temperature down on them 3 white boys. It's not going to happen. Po Chop yesterday talking about y'all trying to make this about race. He could have got Ringo TV talking about he could have got hit by a boat. I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting pissed off. So family, before I play this video, I want to say everything on this channel is alleged. I'm not confirming or denying anything that's in this video, but I want you guys to listen to this video, right? 2 young ladies say they know somebody that was working with the transportation of Nolan Wells' body. And before you guys listen to this, right, I want you guys to understand this before you guys listen to this. The parents haven't seen Nolan's body. It's July 15th. They found his body July 6th. They haven't seen his body.
I just want to say this. I don't know how many deaths or whatnot that this guy, the gentleman's den, the host of this platform, has experience with, but generally you don't get to see a body until these autopsies are done. We know that this is a situation here, but that's also pretty normal. They're not gonna, there's just no reason why they would, in between autopsies, to let you see the body. The body is still not done. And when it's done, they want to try to present it to you as intact as possible, because an autopsy requires you to cut open the body. And then they know it's going to be a second autopsy. So his body is going to look real mutilated. And then for it to be a second, you know, so they're going to try to get them together as much as possible. They did an autopsy on my mom. And, you know, we did not, of course, get to see her until they were done and they got her together. And it's not easy to look at your loved one with the autopsy incisions. Dare I say incisions, because they cut you open and you can see them, they was cut open from one shoulder to the other. Yeah, it's not uncommon. I'm just saying, it's not uncommon for you not to see the body until they're done. Anybody can tell you that. So, you know, pressing that part, it doesn't mean that, you know, there could be something, you know, that is visual that happened to him. Because if it happened, I mean, he's passed away, so something happened. But you generally don't get to see the body until they're finished medically with the body. So yeah.
That in mind.
And they
identified Nolan, not by fingerprints, not by ID, not by birth certificate, nothing, not by any DNA, by his dental records.
And that is also common too, unfortunately, or whatever, but that's common too, especially when it was a physical thing that caused the passing. It wasn't, he had a bad cough or a cold or pneumonia or nothing. It's a physical thing. If it's something physical, something undetermined that caused it and they need to do an autopsy, they're not going to let you see the body. Even for identification, they're not. They just don't do it. You know, they don't. So it's not isolated to this incident. Try to come around. I'm watching y'all. Yeah. All right, 85 South. Let's get it.
They identified Nolan by his dental records, and they refused the parents from seeing Nolan's body. Let me repeat that again.
That's common, sir.
They refused to show Nolan's parents Nolan's body. I just want you guys to keep in mind while y'all listen to this. And all of this is alleged, by the way. Let's get it, family.
Talk about Nolan Wells today. So today, we actually know someone that works transporting bodies and remains and things like that. So today I got a call from that person, and they were just talking about the body that they came across. So it's Nolan Wells. So before, they were bodies and remains and things like that. So today I got a call from that person, and they were just talking about the body that they came across.
What's going on? Why we keep pausing at that part? Whatever. What's going on? I don't know what they get ready to say, but why? Why are you only saying it?
So it's Nolan Wells. So before doing all that, he said that the body was mistreated. It looked abused. It looked like he was tortured.
I don't know what he's doing with this audio.
Looked as if he was burnt, maybe.
So he talking and he don't know.
Oh, sorry about that. I was muted. My bad, family. They said that the body looked like it was tortured. It looked like it was beating. And I want you guys to keep this in mind. Again, I'm going to keep repeating this. He was identified by his dental records. The family has not seen their child's body, and it's almost 2 weeks later. Sorry about that, family. I had my mic muted so y'all can hear the video better. Sorry about that.
Mistreated. It looked abused. It looked like he was tortured. Looked as if he was burnt, maybe. Where?
Wow.
Face, body. Said he was burnt.
It looked like he was burnt. Face, body.
Only that his body was mistreated and when they transported him.
So as they were transporting him, he was actually face down. So everyone knows when you're transporting the body, when, only a couple of people work that job, they all know you don't transport the body face down. It's kind of very disrespectful. So you always have them face up. Well, specifically his body whatever reason was face down. And me personally, I took that as disrespect. Heart goes out to the family.
Yes, definitely.
Because all we know is what they put out
on the internet.
But today, we actually found out a lot about his autopsy without even reading the autopsy. It's heartbreaking.
I'm so sorry that family had to go through this. Really, just
want to give our condolences to the family. As a mom or moms, grandmothers, dads, family. Period. Just we give the most prayers to you, and we stand behind you because we know right what really happened. Right. And at the end of the day, whatever lies those families have covered up, or whatever lies they're trying to cover, we're sorry, and we're here for you. And we just want you to know that what was seen today
was unacceptable. It's unacceptable, and that's why we want to inform what's going on during the transport. Like that,
something you can be quiet on
at all.
When you see something so heartbreaking as a child, go through something traumatic.
Yes.
It hurts. Know that was done to him in the ways that we can't even express.
Right.
And as a person, you should have some type of humanity.
Right.
And I felt like those people who was transporting him did not have humanity. In no way, shape, or form. Because if I can feel the way I feel about the situation, just listening to what happened, you also can listen to what happened to this child. Right. Because at the end of the day, that is a child that you did that to. Right. So this child needs justice. Because we're not going to sleep until he gets it.
At all. And I heard the feds are in Mississippi right now. So justice for Nolan Wells. No matter what. Our heart goes out to his mom, his family, everybody.
And just know, families, we're coming for you.
Yeah. All right.
So you guys heard that. You guys heard that, right? They knew someone that worked in that field.
About the body that they came across.
Right? You guys see right here in this picture. It has Nolan Xavier Wells in parentheses under his name. It say deceased. And it said the person that allegedly seen his body said it looked like his body was burnt. It looked like his body was tortured. It looked like his body was beaten. Got beat. Right? And all of this is alleged, by the way. We don't have any proof. But I believe it. I don't give a damn. In my opinion, I believe that's what happened to him. And I cannot wait till we get the results back from the independent autopsy that the family done on their child. Right? Nolan's body is in Washington right now. The family has confirmed that his body was flown to Washington to do an independent autopsy. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick for assisting the family with this independent autopsy. Right? They have private investigators. They have attorneys on the case. And a lot of people is upset at this family because of the overwhelming support that they have. Because we are shedding light on this story. We are keeping it racial. You're not about to change our mind. This has everything to do with what they did to Nolan, in my opinion, allegedly. Those 3 white boys did something to Nolan, threw his body in the ocean, hoping that the current washed his body away. They was hoping that the current wash Nolan bodies away and they can get away scot-free with no evidence. No evidence. That's why they took his phone, made sure that they couldn't track his phone, nothing like that. And of course, everybody gonna make it seem like everybody is lying. They're gonna make it seem like everybody is lying except for them. Everybody's lying. I want you guys to hear this again.
Douglas Nolan Wells. So before doing all that, he said that the body was mistreated. Yeah, it looked abused. It looked like he was tortured.
It looked like the body was abused and tortured. And the 3 boys that was with him on this trip, family, where they at? Everybody keep telling me that, hey, he grew up with Nolan. These are his childhood friends. Why are y'all accusing his childhood friends of doing this? They wouldn't dare do this.
Yeah, I think they'll see.
They wouldn't dare do this.
They are certainly acting guilty.
Let's hear it again.
Good. TikTok on what you sent. I'm gonna go. But years ago, I'm just gonna go back with Katie. We'll be right behind y'all. We were all going to the same house, the same place. He was like, I'll be right behind y'all. Y'all go ahead without me. I'll see y'all. Like, I'm literally gonna be right behind y'all. Whatever.
So see, that's the narrative that this young lady's trying to paint. That Nolan said, yeah, y'all go ahead and leave. You know, I'll be right behind y'all. Yeah, that's the claim that they're making. This is they trying to take our attention away from those 3 white boys. I keep saying that, hey, Nolan said, yeah, we're just gonna stay behind, and everybody's running with that narrative. But she flipped up and said this.
Wyatt and all them left because they were like, okay, he's just gonna go with Katie, whatever. Well, then everybody got back in and we were all at Amy's house.
We all at Ava's house. Think about this. She said that Watt left because Nolan said, hey, I'm just gonna kick it back with Katie. Listen to this.
Wyatt was like, where's Nolan?
Wyatt was like, where's Nolan? Wyatt, Nolan has told you what he's about to do. Why are you asking where he at?
He was like, is he coming with Katie? And you're like, yeah. And Warren was like, let me call him, ask where he is. Or Warren was like, I have his phone. Like, somebody called Katie and asked where he is. And they called Katie. And that's when they found out.
Well, what she's saying is that him and Katie were supposed to come to the house, so they didn't show up. And so now they like, where's Nolan? That's what I took from it.
I'm with her either. She said that Nolan never went with her. And so no one knows what happened. Like, literally no one knows what happened to him. It's so...
She said nobody knows what happened to him. That's the narrative they're wondering, family. She performing like a motherfucker. Nobody knows. We called Katie to confirm was he with Katie? Katie said no, he wasn't with me. I don't know where Nolan's at. So you can't run with that lie. Now she's saying that nobody knows. And allegedly the body looked like it was, burnt and beaten. Right? Shout out to from downtown coming in with the $5 super chat. B1 family, good evening, sir. Thank you for joining us on this evening. I appreciate you from downtown. Thank you so much for your $5 super chat, bro. Shout out to you.
Fucking heartbreaking.
Exactly, because at first they said they ain't know Katie. Did nobody know Katie? Now she's confirming they know Katie. They know Katie now. They blaming that on Eric. His childhood best friend, and it's sick. It's not sick, man. It's not sick. But you have to stop for your own. That's what you're doing. You fake crying. You lying. You contradict yourself. You said that y'all left the island and Nolan told you he was about to stay back with Katie. He told Watt that. Watt talking about where Nolan at. He just told you Watt where he's at. Why you asking? You called Katie. Katie said he ain't with me. So where the fuck is Nolan? No eyes on Nolan. Nolan decided to stay back on the island and just pass away.
Nolan had his phone.
He just decided to stay back. Shout out to Rundine Coins with the $5 cash out. From the Tory Experience. Excellent breakdown. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. The Tory Experience. Thank you so much. She said, stop blaming Eric. He's the childhood friend.
None would ever do that now. And like, people are literally texting me, like threatening me and shit.
She said, people is texting her. Who is texting you? Who's sending you threats? Why are they sending you threats? Other people are not receiving threats. Why are you receiving threats?
They know your number.
Did you have hands in Nolan's disappearance? Did you indulge in setting Nolan's bodies on fire and beating him? Did you watch what those boys did to his body and dumped his body in the ocean, allegedly? Did you witness that? That's why you're crying. That is not sadness. That is not sadness. That is guilt that's eating you up. And it's your best bet to come forward and defend Nolan. Because none of y'all are defending Nolan right now. Not one of y'all. Not one. Everybody got sob stories. Everybody is crying. But ain't nobody coming forward to speak on the behalf of Nolan. Which is crazy. Disgusting, family. Yeah, Katie is a part of the plot. I don't know why they keep... Bro, yeah, she sound fake. She's a liar. She's a liar. She's trying to defend Eric now. She making sure that she defend Watson them. But why you not showing your face? Why you not speaking on behalf of Nolan? All of y'all talking about y'all grew up with Nolan and nobody's defending him. But let me show you guys what these white supremacists is rolling with, right? This is y'all girl, Lily Gabbard, right? Y'all know these white supremacists right here. They did the blackface. They got demonetized on YouTube because she can't stop talking about black people. Because they want us to run with this narrative. The title of this video says, Nolan Wells accidentally drowned, and you can take that to the bank. You can take that to the bank. Okay, let's see what Miss Lily Gaggin got to say.
There we go. Wrap it up. We got 10 seconds. What happened to Nolan? Let's use the rest of this 10 seconds to ask his friends.
Okay, we all know what happened. He wanted to stay behind to talk to a girl. He was drinking. He was showing off. He went to the edge of an island where, if you know anything about islands, at the corner point tip of an island, when there's a channel, when the tides switch, it makes the currents very strong.
What proof do you have that he was drinking? That he wanted to stay back? What proof do you have? We just heard the young lady that was with him on the island say that he wasn't with Katie. So you just lied right there, ma'am. You are a liar. But this is what these white supremacists have to do. This is what you witnessed. That same white girl that was on that phone call lying in her testimony, this is the same thing that this white devil is doing. Talking about he was showing off. What? This is how they got to paint the narrative, the narrative towards black people, because these people are evil. This woman right here is a demonic, evil animal. She's obsessed with black people. But we are going to talk about her because we have to use her as an example, family. Shout out to Queen C coming in with the $2 super chat. My heart goes out to the family and anyone affected. Mine's too, Queen C. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. My heart goes out to the family too. Thank you, Queen C. I appreciate you. Shout out to Warren coming in with a $5 super chat. And why all the coughing? Coughing. Thank you so much, Warren, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. But listen to this white devil make up these lies. I just want to show you guys this.
At the tip of these sorts of islands, it always drops off. There's a shallow part and then there's an abrupt drop. Gets really deep, happens all the time. I've seen it firsthand. I've worked on the beach as a lifeguard firsthand. Had the radio, was able to hear when there were reports of people drowning or almost drowned or whatever. That's how it happens. People fall in all the time. They get carried away in the current. They panic, go under for like 45 plus seconds, and it's over.
How you know that happened, ma'am? You just making shit up.
Yeah.
You made a bold statement and said, Nolan Well accidentally drowned, and you can take that to the bank.
What bank?
Let's not make this about race, black people. Let's not make this about race.
What bank? We can take
but when you listen to these devils talking about some, hey, we are going to take this to the bank. He's drowned. They haven't ruled this a drowning. The investigation is still going on, but this white devil right here is going to tell you he's drowned. He drowned. She has no proof. She has no evidence. She said that Nolan is trying to show off. She don't know nothing about this, but she has to paint the narrative that Nolan, the black kid, wanted to stand back and he caused his own death. That is their narrative.
Not that complicated, not that deep. And that's not good enough for these people because of a concocted rumor from a group of people who hate our guts. They hate white people with a passion. And what they hate more is the fact that white people aren't lynching. The fact that white people aren't out killing people. It's the most, it's like, I don't know how many times to explain how normal this is. How many times this happens. Up in North Myrtle where I used to...
How many times what happened? Why are you trying to make a definitive statement that he's drowned? Nobody said he's drowned. You don't know, ma'am. The autopsy hasn't came back. But you have to push your anti-black racism to try to make a point to save face from your demonic community. And we understand what you're doing right now, Miss Lily Gabbard. You are obsessed with us. You are a failed white supremacist conservative. You are broke. You are dusty. The conservative movement have yet to accept you. You one of the bottom of the barrel white supremacists. The white men don't want you. You made your name by going around here saying the N-word. Congratulations, you played yourself. You got demonetized off YouTube, and you came on YouTube talking about you don't know how you're going to pay your bills. So you started a GoFundMe. This is what these low IQ whites have to do. Talking about some white people not out here doing all this. White people not out here doing all this. Ma'am, you are a liar. You're stupid. Well, let's just listen, family, because I want you to really see how these people think and how they behave. We're not just talking and making shit up.
Through lifeguard, there were people that would die every year, and it was almost every time they died, it was at the end of the shoreline where there's the channel that goes out into to sea, and the other side of the channel goes into the marsh and the wetlands and all these waterways. And when the tides would shift, the water would get extremely rough. The current was very swift. They had to have a specific lifeguard stand up there stationed. They had several people up there. They had ATVs because this was the danger zone. Because it drops off abruptly, it gets really deep, and people lose their...
Get your ass on, dumbass Neanderthal talking about. What the hell is she talking about? This woman don't know nothing about what she's saying right now. She just babbling. She want him to be, find out him drowning. Because she's a white supremacist. She's a racist piece of shit, and she's a loser. And her claim to fame is going around here saying the N-word. Nobody gives a fuck about what you're saying. Shout out to the Tone99 coming in with the $5 super chat. We sick of the lies. Just tell the truth for once.
More lies. Prayers
for the family. Thank you so much, the Tone, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. From downtown coming back with the $2 super chat. Mediocre Lily. Thank you so much, downtown. This lady is dumb. Let's hear what else you got to say. Let's listen to the low IQ battle.
Footing, they get into rip current, stops working, and they are going like this. They're like not even trying to swim, and they panic. I've pulled so many people out of the surf. That's literally all they care about. They don't care about the truth. In fact, but these people do not care about explanations. They don't care about the truth.
What's the truth, Lily? Tell us the truth.
How is that the truth?
Because the title of your video said, Nolan Wells accidentally drowned. You can take that to the bank. What truth do you have? What proof do you have? Can you present us proof to your dusty ass platform? We know that you hate black people. Well, you really don't hate black people because your whole content strategy is to talk about black fatigue and black people, and you want to make you trying to save the white race, but it won't work. Nobody likes you, Lily. You are an evil, hateful, degenerate white woman. You have no man, you have no husband, you have no money. You broke as hell, and you're dusty.
Wait, didn't they donate like a lot of money?
The only way that you can get any type of notoriety is when you talk to the supreme race. You have to talk about us, Lily. You should send me and everybody in my chat reparations. Because without us, you won't have no content. Because family, these type of racists like her, they don't have a skill, they don't have a talent. No one would notice her or talk to her if she don't talk about black fatigue. That's her content strategy. Let me turn any situation regarding a black person and white person and let vilify the black person. Let me make up lies, false statistics, false stereotypes, and false narratives so I can make sure that the white person look like they ain't done no wrong. But Lily, we don't believe you. You're stupid.
All they want is this narrative that white people are killing blacks, and that's all they care about. It's literally all they care about. They don't care about the truth. In fact, they are going to actively cover up the truth. They're going to disregard the witness statements. They're going to disregard the statements of these boys, and they're going to persist in hounding this family until they get bored. Clearly.
What statements? What statement has the boys made? What truth? What facts? Lily, you act like you presenting something that we don't already know. You are a dumb... I see why the conservative movement rejected you. I see why you're trying so hard to tap dance right now, but it won't work, Lily. I don't know if you need to bob on some more of that white meat over there or something. Nobody's paying attention to you, Lily. Nobody believes you. The only reason why I'm presenting you to the family because we're laughing at you with that booty chin. Shout out to From Downtown coming back with the $5 super chat. When it comes to the light, what we already know, I'm flooding that inbox, Lily. From Downtown said he flooded that inbox, and you better keep your inbox open, right? Because when the truth come out, it's going to be pointless. You know why? Ever since that affidavit drop of Carmelo Anthony, they've been real quiet. When they're trying to call us out about Carmelo Anthony not being bullied and Austin and Hunter wasn't bullies, none of them retracted their statements. Megan Kelly been real quiet. Pope Chop ain't said nothing about that affidavit. All the white conservatives ain't said nothing. Fox News ain't said nothing. All of them has been real quiet ever since that affidavit been dropping. You know what? Speaking of that affidavit, I'm sick of this white trailer trash. I want to show you guys something real quick. Can I show you guys something? Because I remember yesterday during the live stream, Jake's trying to make it seem like the Nolan's family is trying to run a scheme on us, right? They trying to get a money grab.
What?
They trying to do a GoFundMe, right, family? What you guys are looking at here on the screen is Jeff Metcalf starting a Gifts and Go.
Again?
Jeff Metcalf just recently started a new Gifts and Go, family.
Another?
Yes, he did. Absolutely, he did. Yes, indeed. This is a new one. This is a new Gifts and Go. After receiving almost $1 million from his GoFundMe, family. They received over $1 million from his GoFundMe, and nobody batted an eye. Nobody said nothing about their GoFundMe, but Jason Whitlock had a problem with the family receiving financial assistance from the family because they have to spend a lot of money trying to find out the truth about their son Nolan, right? You can see here on Fox News, this GoFundMe right here was posted 1 year ago. It's at $85K. Just a few months ago before they cashed out, it was roughly over $3,000. But they looking, right? They are looking for another payout. Let me read the description of this GoFundMe. It says, Jeff Metcalf has launched another Gifts and Go campaign. In the campaign description, it says that he's created it because he believes he and his family has been subjected to a year of online harassment and abuse, family. People falsely portrayed Austin, Lee, and Carmelo as a victim.
That's what they were.
You fucked up. You fucked up, Jeff. Yeah, you fucked up big time.
That's why he gotta get.
I got something. Don't worry.
That's why he want people to donate to him.
Don't worry. I got this. One second, family.
Look, we got a troll in the chat.
So the family can see this. Right? Let me repeat that second line that Jeff said. Right? Because this is on his description of this Gifts and Go family.
That's crazy.
He said, people falsely portray Austin as a bully and Carmelo Anthony as a victim. Before I finish reading that, family, I am presenting you with evidence here, Exhibit A, Your Honor. Right? The witness statements that was made by police on April the 2nd, 2025. This is the affidavit that was released a few weeks ago regarding Austin and Hunter Metcalf being easily triggered and having a loud mouth and compassionate, not allowing themselves to be disrespected, right? This is a police statement. Austin is a really big guy. He's kind of aggressive, right? Austin got the same way that he got during the altercation with Carmelo Anthony. Austin and Hunter, they're not going to let you disrespect them. Austin, he's like a big guy, so nobody really wants to fight him. Austin is a really passionate guy, and Jose told police about Austin's history of fighting and almost getting kicked off the football team for fighting. Okay, let's keep going, family. I've known Austin for a while, and Austin is about to get into a fight, you can tell. And right here, in black and white, family, is highlighted so you can see. The defense intended to call witnesses who themselves were victims of Metcalf twins. Your sons, Jeff. Your sons that you stated right here in Gifts and Go. People falsely portray Austin as a bully and Carmelo as a victim. Right here in this affidavit, Jeff, can you read? Stay with me now. Stay focused. It says the defense intended to call witnesses who themselves were victims of your sons' violence and bullying. The defense intended to question Memorial High School teachers and the Metcalf twins' disciplinary history contained in their school records. The testimony about the Metcalf twins' arrest for racist graffiti. Racist graffiti, Jeff. That's what the affidavit said. Your sons was arrested for racist graffiti, and they got that from you, Mr. Watermelon Felon. I wonder where they got that from. I wonder where they got that jail record from. By spray painting racist graffiti somewhere. I wonder where they got that from, Jeff. Huh? I wonder where they got that from. Let's finish reading it, family. It says, images of Austin gravesite being shared online. He believed he has been targeted of reactive abuse and compares his experience to narcissistic abuse. He acknowledged calling Carmelo a watermelon felon, says he should have made that remark, but contribute to the anger after losing his son and enduring months of harassment. Anger does not justify racism. Let me say that again.
Bro.
Anger does not justify racism.
Make it make sense.
Let's keep going. He says his previous attempt to extend an olive branch to Carmelo Anthony's family was rejected. He states the fundraiser is intended to support the Metcalf family financially as they continue grieving. The fundraiser presented these as the reason for seeking support. As with many other public fundraising campaigns, readers can review the campaign directly contained. But what did Pork Chop say yesterday, family? That black people is using their family for a financial gain and they come up. They have already received close to $1 million from this GoFundMe.
That's crazy.
These are greedy individuals. What did you do with that money, Jeff? Did you spend all that money?
I'm saying.
What you do with all that GoFundMe money? Why are you starting another Gifts and Go? And it's always you that started. It's only you. It's never you and Megan together starting this GoFundMe. How much money do you need, Jeff? What did you do with all that money? Did you spend it all? You quit your job. You stopped working.
He must
Disgusting behavior from these people.
with Megan or something.
But they got Carmelo Anthony's GoFundMe took it down. Disgusting behavior from these people.
That's right. They did get one of them taken down. Oh.
But salute to the family. Salute to the chat. We are live in effect, family, and we need answers. We need answers. What happened to Nolan Wells? We need to know that. We need to know that now. Yeah, I think he smoked it up too, Monka. But when the Wells family need financial support, they raised almost $1 million. Pork Chop got mad and started calling them scammers. But this is the second fundraiser that Jeff created on the behalf of his son's death. Ain't nobody talking about this, but everybody want to pocket watch black people. Everybody want to pocket watch black people, but Jeff Metcalf is coming out starting a second GoFundMe.
I am truly tired.
Groups of people can act just like narcissists, and these group dynamics are exactly like what narcissists do on the individual level. Austin Metcalf's father for the last year has been baited, provoked.
I actually need to back in here because it's dark in here.
Place talking about Carmelo Anthony was a Wildman the felon. He went on all these podcasts. He had a lot to say, family. But he ain't going to say nothing about this affidavit that's confirming his son's being racist.
Man, this is just messed up. They feel like they can do whatever they want to do, but how dare us? I'm telling you, how dare us try to do anything? They gonna holler to get they GoFundMe now, but they just keep making them. Like, that's a lot of money, though. You know, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. And you still making them. And he's getting the money. He's not getting the money. Well, I'm about to pause it right there because I gotta go.
Fuck off. Next person.
Yeah, you fuck off. Yeah, you can disrespect.
Dude, why don't you go to fucking just where you belong?
Lorena, do you have a question or comment? Yeah, Jeff Metcalf, you're a racist ass prick.
Fuck you, nigger fucking whore loving bitch.
Oh my God. Wait.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Let me play it again.
That was stupid.
If someone touches your arm, does that justify you stabbing them in the
In a hostile situation where someone wants something to be
answer the question, yes or no. Does it
I'm asking you a
justify?
question. That's not the situation.
No, yes, it is.
No, it's not. You walked up the whole time out of the situation.
He touched him. Does that justify? Okay, man, I'm done. Fuck off. Next person.
Yeah, you fuck off. Yeah,
You trying to say he just touched him? Bullshit.
Why don't you go to fucking just where you belong?
Lorena, do you have a question or comment? Yeah, Jeff Metcalf, you're a racist ass prick.
Fuck you, nigger fucking whore loving bitch.
What loving what? Whore loving? She
And
loves
there you have it.
whores. The lady loves whores.
Mad Cow said, damn, you need to start coming up with something new. This is getting old. You know what, Mad Cow? I'll do you one even better.
That's, you
I'm
know
just gonna get you
how,
up out of here. I'm gonna help you out.
you know
I'm
how
just gonna
angry
help
you
you out
gotta
and
be
get you
to
the
say
fuck up outta
something
here.
dumb like
Just
that.
that simple.
Because that don't even make no sense. That's how I know you.
But hey, Jeff Metcalf starting a GoFundMe talking about that he's a victim. Everybody's making this about race.
That's how I know your brain ain't working. You just saying stuff out of anger. Because let's talk about what he actually said. he called her N-word, and then he said she's a whore loving. Okay, so she loves whores? Do you know this? And what? Okay, so what does that have to do with anything if she does? This video is almost over.
But this is how he talk about black people. But now he wants sympathy. He want money. He don't want to grieve his son. He want money. He want money. But he ain't said nothing about this affidavit. See, you guys that's trolling in the chat, you guys upset. You don't want to hear this truth. But don't worry, I got you. I got you. I'm not going to stop talking about this. If you don't like it, get up out of here, or I will assist you on your exit. I stand up for my people. I am a voice for my people. I'm calling out all the bullshit. It's just that simple. You will not get away with lying on my people, still pushing these false narratives that y'all are doing. I'm coming for y'all. It's just that simple. You can be mad, you can cry, you can whine. I don't give a damn. But this is your boy, Jeff Metcalf, calling a black woman a N-word, effing lover, all that type of whatever he just said. But this is the guy that said that he wanted to pray with the family. He went to that press conference so that he can pray with the Anthony's family. And soon as that goddamn gag order was released, Watermelon fell in, N-word this, N-word that. But let's not make this about race. Let's not make this about race. Jason Whitlock,
Ben Crump got another video.
Mr. Triple D's, said that Nolan Wells' family is looking for a come up.
I need my massager.
This is the third GoFundMe that the Metcalf family
bag over there.
has created. They broke, they dusted because racism is expensive.
I need to
So
get on
Luther
that
Heavily
vibrator,
coming in
that
with a
vibrator plate real quick.
$5 super chat. Anger doesn't
tissues
justify
going.
racism; it exposes it. Conflict brings out a person's true colors. Jeff went to the Anthony's interview to stop his kid exposure.
Yeah, he wanted
That's
to
exactly
be
what he did.
He wanted to be intimidated.
Because Jeff, instead of him coming back on TikTok Live, going back to all these platforms, talking about this affidavit that was released about his.
I'm gonna have to get his info and hit him up, because I have yet to hear him talk about the fact that Jeff was harassing Carmelo's father from the beginning. Like, he been harassing Carmelo's father. So when he came to that press conference behind the scenes, which really wasn't too much behind the scenes, they were going to his job. It's comments that he posted on his public Facebook. He kept posting all kind of stuff about, this kind of stuff he's saying now. All because, he's saying your son killed my son. But who does that? It's not like, oh, this happened, right? So I'm saying your son did this to my son. And your son is running. He's not admitted it to being involved. He's running from the police. They suspect it was him. And he's in hiding. And you're covering for him too. And it was Carmelo's right there. He was already arrested. So why are you going to this man's Facebook page? And I'm gonna have to find that post so I can post it. I think I follow him or.
Son's being arrested for racist graffiti. He said, "F all that. I'm gonna ignore all that." Yeah, send me that money. This is my third GoFundMe. But salute to you heavily for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support, bro. I really appreciate that.
On Facebook.
Megan Kelly, you've been real quiet. Nancy Grace, you had a lot to say about Carmelo. You've been real quiet about this affidavit.
You're trying to make me verify.
Fox News, you've been quiet. All these white mainstream media platforms ain't even discussed this affidavit. And it's right here in black and white. But instead of talking about his son, racial behavior, and his teachers coming to court to testify that their sons was bullies and had a violent behavior, police reports stating that your son has victims of bullying and violence.
Let me verify.
I need to talk about something else. No, I'm talking about my people. If you don't like, get the fuck on somewhere.
So they didn't send it to my on that phone. They probably sent it to my always something. But I got rid of my Facebook, Instagram. Ben got off of Twitter. I don't do the Elon Musk platform. Um, I wonder if I saved the screenshot of it. I'm gonna look for it.
I will block you and help you out with your fatigue.
I'm
If you don't like it over here,
for it.
don't be over here, because I am going to continue to put belt to ass for my people. I'm calling out the bullshit. I'm stopping the lies. A lot of people come in on my videos. Stop talking about Ringo. Stop talking about Jason Whitlock. You giving them clout. No, I'm not going to stop. Get y'all weak ass away from over here on my platform with that weak ass shit. I'm not sitting back anymore while these people lie on my people and continue to push these false narratives. I got a microphone now. We got our own voice. We control our own narratives. I'm not finna be docile while these motherfuckers just sit here talking all this shit about us. You crazy. You talking to the wrong one. You better go to somebody else's platform, man. You disrespect my people. Lie about my people, I'm coming for you. Simple as that. I'm done letting shit slide. I'm done being quiet. I'm done ignoring shit. No, ain't no more ignoring. I got time. If you don't got time, get away from me then. Because I got time.
You know what?
Thank you guys so much for
joining
the show this evening.
Go run over here and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I gotta hit the gym tonight. But before I do that, I gotta elevate my legs, get on this vibrator machine, and get my massager out and massage my legs. So I'm finna go over here and park at the gym. Because I gotta get my workout in regardless of what I do. And if I detour at this point, and I got only a couple of hours left. If I detour at this point, I'm gonna miss my workout. I missed it yesterday. My shit is swollen real bad too. So I'm finna pull up at this gym around the corner. But I gotta get my lymph going. It's the way that I sit. For some odd reason, it be the left side, always the left side. But the way it cuts off the circulation, right under my knee part, that left leg be swollen like a mug after so many hours of just sitting and driving. It's just so tight. And my socks, I'm wearing these knee socks. I love knee and thigh socks anyway, but they're sporty. They're like whatever, but they're also compression socks, and that ain't even doing the trick. So I gotta take heed. I can't just go in and work out on it. I gotta get this circulation in reverse because this is quite concerning. So let me go ahead and pull over because I know. I get to mess around. I won't even get to the gym.
I appreciate you guys. I get excited. I get
I'm
pumped up.
gonna look for. I'm pretty sure I kept. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm pretty sure I kept a screenshot at a time. I hope I didn't save it in Facebook. Hope not come back to it because then I'm gonna have to wait till I get on my laptop and find to get it. But I can't believe that people aren't talking about this because on Facebook they've been talking about it. How he was harassing him on Facebook. Let me try the browser real quick. Is this the page I'm going to keep? Yes, it is. I do need to get those hours, but that's okay. I'll get them tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see what I'm going to put in. Jeff Metcalf. How do you spell his name? Metcalf. What's his name? Andrew? I said Drew. Anthony. I may have to word this differently to find it. Because I'm not getting on Facebook without verifying on his Facebook. Okay, Jeff Metcalf and Drew Anthony exchanged words. Yep, this is it. Why I don't hear anything? Just want me to log in. Get the beep out of here. It's the video right here. She talking about it. How he posted on it. That's the photo he posted. He came to their family photo. Okay, hold on.
Guess you're one proud parent. Let's keep in mind that he also... Jeffrey Metcalf is crashing out, and the judge needs to intervene at this point. On June 27 at 11:27 p.m., Jeff Metcalf posted a comment under the Anthony's family photo. This was the photo, and you can see Carmelo right there, but here's what he said. You raised the murderer. Guess you're one proud parent. Let's keep in mind that he also raised a son who contributed to saving another child's life. Drew Anthony responded, self-defense is not murder. Stop coming to my place of employment and tell your team to stop harassing me and my family. You know the truth. As I understand it, neither Drew nor Jeff is currently working. In the beginning of the situation, it was alleged that Jeff actually came to Drew's job. So I think that might be what he's talking about. Jeff Metcalf showed up uninvited to the...
Hold on. I'm gonna start a new live.